expected, is inactive, and J-Mac Sky, Corey Blasingame is active as well after a couple of weeks of being inactive. Deion Miller is in Tottenham. You heard the commissioner, Roger Goodell, address a few different points. The stadium issue was talked a lot about this week as Kevin Warren, Bears president, continues to say Chicago is where they're viewing it, lakefront, and he says progress is being made behind the scenes. A lot of fans are not happy about that. They would rather be in Arlington Heights. The commissioner not really taking a big stance either way. He says the league will be there on either side, Arlington Heights or Chicago. And he won't really say for sure that the Bears get a Super Bowl, but I'm pretty certain that if the Bears build this stadium, they're going to get a Super Bowl. Guys, let's start with you, Deion, in London. Did anything stick out to you on that front, whether it's from Kevin Warren or the commissioner? J-Mac, go ahead.
Yeah, I think just with Kevin, I mean, the optimism and conviction he speaks with, obviously this is something that he's done before throughout his time up there in Minnesota. So I have all the confidence in the world. And for me, I know a lot of fans want it in Arlington. Parking, there's different things that you can add because of space. For me as a former player, I would love to see it here downtown in Chicago. Just because, like, playing at Soldier Field, obviously it'll be built differently, but it's Chicago. Yes, you got to deal with traffic. Yes, the parking is limited, but it's nothing like, leaving that hotel in the morning, getting ready for game day, and driving over to Soldier Field or driving to that new stadium, seeing the fans walk over, seeing how energetic these fans are here in downtown Chicago.
See, but have you ever had to do that? You get dropped off.
I get escorted, right?
Yeah, you get that loading dock.
I get it now, though. I'm still.
North Garage.
Yeah.
Deion, we got Deion back. What about you, Deion, from Kevin Warren or from Roger Goodell?
I thought it was interesting that he said, depends on what type of stadium that they get. But if he watched Hard Knocks, which we know he did, he saw that scene where Kevin Warren and his staff were talking about stadium plans, and the only plans they were really looking at was downtown. We know that that's his desire. I did find him, Kevin Warren, that is, he's remarkably relentless when it comes to where he wants to put this stadium and what he wants to get done. And other than, he didn't really have any update on development, anything specific, other than to say he still plans to put a shovel in the ground in 2025. Guys, that's not that far away. So what is this progress being made? I'm hoping that gets revealed here in the next couple of weeks, I would expect, if you're planning to start digging at that point. I know that it would be a luxury to have easier in and out, as Arlington Heights would provide. I know the key to having a great Soldier Field experience is a parking pass. I understand that. But I also love what J-Mac is saying, that there is nothing like turning up north on Lakeshore Drive and driving into Soldier Field. It is a scene, and it is a landscape like no other. It's beautiful, and it gives you that energy, that game day rush, and the fans around the South Lot and everything that looks like on the lakefront is ideal. But does that, in the long run, make the most sense? And I think that's what I'm hearing this week, is they're trying to figure that out.
And then the problem is that South Lot goes away. So the stadium is on the South Lot, right. And then there's even less tailgating spots. Mm-hmm. I've been told that they're hoping there will be as many parking spots as there is now, but all those will be underground. So tailgating spots are already at a premium. Fans already have to win a lottery, and now there will be less and less tailgating spots, and fans love to tailgate. So I know that's a sore spot, but we'll continue to see. I thought something was interesting that Courtney Cronin brought up during the week. George McCaskey spoke on the issue, and he did say, like, with a fall veto session coming up in November, and then there's something in the springtime, that they do have to see some progress from lawmakers in Illinois. Mm-hmm. And if they don't, then maybe we'll see something being addressed with Arlington Heights. Maybe they do pivot back, but I do know that if they want this from Illinois, from the state, they're not going to show their hand with Arlington Heights. They're going to basically say, this is where we want it, and let's get this done. But I thought it was the one time that he popped the door open on this, so it's a very big hot button topic, because you can't build a stadium, Deion, and then rebuild it 20 years later with what happened with New Soldier Field.
No, and I know that there is an urgency to feel like, okay, we're moving forward. At the same time, get it right once, right? Like take your time and make it the best it can be. But walking around this stadium gets me even more excited for the Bears to have an experience that would feel the way this brand new stadium does. And it's not even brand new. I mean, it just looks remarkable here. It's just so well done all the way around. And to have the Bears have that kind of facility would be something that, I mean, players that wouldn't even know what to do with themselves to have access to something like this all the time.
What's the coolest part about the stadium? I'm like looking at a picture right now. What is the thing that you like most about that stadium?
This is such a woman thing to say. Everything's so clean. Like, everything is so clean and shiny. I mean, even in the concourse, like, you're walking through and, like, the beer taps are gold looking and everything is just pretty. I know that sounds so silly to say, but it looks sharp. It looks like you are here for something important. That's what it feels like.
That's the most important thing. The beer tap's got to be clean. It's got to look good.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't want to put a dirty beer tap.
Yeah, it's got to look appetizing.
Yeah.
Got to have a coldie during the game now.
How are have you been able to take a look at like the concourses? Are they wide and like that's a big thing for fans? And like what I've been like, I went to Allegiant Stadium. That's the one in Vegas, and that's the one Kevin Warren is modeling the Bears' new stadium after. The thing that impressed me most about Allegiant was the wide concourses, easy to get to, all the concession stands and bathrooms.
Yes, it's very, very wide concourse, easy to maneuver through. Everything is very well labeled. I mean, you know where you're going, and if someone says go this way, it makes sense. Like, it all. Speaking of common sense, it makes sense. I mean, it's laid out very, very well. I wish that I could experience a Spurs game here. Like, what is that like when their real hometown team plays here? Because the energy we feel for the NFL games here is exciting. It is super fun. You heard Courtney's voice. Being on the field and feeling it all come to life is exciting. It's fun. I would love to be here to watch the Spurs play and what their fans, the passion that they bring to these games. One thing I did notice this week, though, I feel like London fans are becoming more American football savvy. I thought it was cool that we heard British reporters asking questions during press conferences, and they weren't like, gosh, aren't you so happy to be here, and are you going to go see Buckingham Palace? They were like real football questions. I thought that was really remarkable, the growth that the game has had here, and I think it's important to continue that. And I liked what the commissioner had to say about maybe the Bears would come 2 years in a row, or that they want to continue to expand. It's grown the game. It's certainly grown the game.
I cringed a little bit when I heard that. I'm like, let's have 17 stateside games next year. Dion, hang in there. We've got Matt Eberflus coming up next, and we're coming up on 30 minutes away from kick. It's Bears and Jaguars. Coming up next, we'll hear from Matt Eberflus on the Bears Radio Network.
Dear football fans, Toyota's leading the drive to victory. The Corolla and all-hybrid Camry make big plays with style and efficiency. RAV4 is a versatile game changer. Highlander's got room for your whole squad. And the rugged Tacoma and Tundra control the line of scrimmage. They've all got available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, too. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
If you've been seriously injured at work, in a car accident, or on a construction site, you may not know where to turn. I'm Jim Morisi, Chicago personal injury lawyer and the managing partner of Morisi, Longo & Associates. We are the ones you need to call when you've been injured, the ones who gather the evidence and deal with the insurance companies. So here's the information to keep by your side. Our number is 312-372-9600, and our website is moricilongo.com, MORICILONGO.com.
So you call your virtual insurance company to ask a simple question about your policy, but now you're on hold listening to this music while you wait and wait. Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and pick up the phone when you call, because you shouldn't be on hold so long that you memorize the music. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Horton Group in Chicagoland if auto owners make sense for you.
Roofers and Waterproofers Local 11 provides quality value and service in all facets of the commercial, industrial, and institutional roofing and waterproofing industry. Promoting skilled craftsmen and craftswomen through apprenticeship training, Local 11 members are trained in the application of the latest roofing and waterproofing techniques. They are at the forefront of design and installation of environmental-friendly solar, green, and garden systems. To find a highly skilled roofing contractor today, go to chicago-roofingcontractors.org.
A tradition of excellence over 150 years in the making. At Busey Bank, we're committed to building relationships that span generations. Wherever your journey in life leads you, we are with you along the way, creating a legacy for you and your family. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right. And naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Beyond the bottle, Tito's has gained a reputation for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits around the world to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's and learn more at titosvodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Ready for a luxurious and reliable driving experience? Visit Bill Jacobs Auto Group for premium brands like BMW, Volkswagen, Mini, Jaguar, and Land Rover. Enjoy our Bill Jacobs Total Mile Protection Warranty, a 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on every new car. Trust us to provide the peace of mind you deserve. Start your journey at BillJacobs.com. At Bill Jacobs, the cars bring you in, and the experience brings you back.
Property managers and GCs use FinishingChicago.com's contractors for finishes and protective coatings in the most iconic venues, interior spaces, and essential infrastructure. Our painters apply industry-leading commercial and industrial finishes inside and out, so your biggest assets always put their best square footage forward. FinishingChicago.com has your free list of painting, wall covering, glass systems, drywall finishing, and signage contractors. For a great finish, start with FinishingChicago.com.
The new home of the Chicago Bears.
Hungry Chicago, finally champions on this January day in New Orleans.
ESPN Chicago.
Bears Monday starts with Cap and Jay Hood on ESPN Chicago.
All right, we're under a half hour away from kickoff, 8:30 Chicago time. The Bears are in London at Tottenham, and they're taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for all of our stations to identify themselves. This is the Chicago Bears Radio Network.
This is the new home of the Bears. ESPN Chicago. WMVP. WTBC HD2. Chicago.
We'll have our predictions coming up. Jeff and Tom will set the stage here shortly as we get set as the Bears try to win their 3rd straight game. And this counts as a Bears home game. I've said this a couple of times. They're looking for their 9th straight home win. Let's go to Jeff right now, and he's standing by with head coach Matt Eberflus.
All right, thanks very much, Mark, here with Bears head coach Matt Eberflus. And Matt, there's always new experiences in the National Football League, and for many players and probably some coaches this week, it's opened a new appreciation for international travel and just how impactful the NFL is worldwide, and truly impactful in every way. It's become a global sport, and now you guys got a good taste of it.
Yeah, I thought our whole team got ready to go, including the staff. Relative to getting everybody over here, having everything ready. The field was great that we practiced on. The facility was great, and our guys are excited to play.
Yeah, and the focus is the most important part. You talk all the time about that 48-hour prep, right, mentally, but it really had to start all week because while you're in the countryside here away from central London, I'm sure these guys have family coming in and friends and all that. It has a Super Bowl feel to the week. I know it's not, but there's a little bit of that.
Yeah, it really felt like training camp to us. We really were just, all together all the time, in this facility, and then, working on the preparation on 1st and 2nd down and working into the situations at the end of the week. And our guys had really good practices here.
It's a home game. It says on the schedule it's a Bears home game, and you know what? You may very well feel that way. I'm certain there's going to be a ton of fans. This first game here was in 1986, and the Bears and William Perry and Jim McMahon and that crew really took this town by storm. So I think there's some really good Bears fans. You expect to hear them?
Yeah, when we travel anywhere, the Bears fans are there. They're the best fans in the world, and we expect them to be here in full force. and we're always excited to play in front of our fans.
Anything particularly memorable about this week that stuck with you? An observation? Anything off the practice field, even just within the building at Hansberry Manor?
No, like I said, it was just really cool to see the guys hang out together. We had a couple of food trucks there in the evening, so that was always great. And
I heard there was some really good fish and chips. Did you have the fish and chips?
I did not. I had the pizza though. The pizza was really good. But yeah, the guys really hung out and really bonded a little bit, like training camp. So it was fun.
All right. So now it's game day, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are your opponent. They're familiar with this. I know you've been asked many times, does that give anybody an advantage? I don't look at it that way, and plus you only look at what you guys are doing and how you guys prepare, so you're happy with the preparation.
Yeah, it's always focused in on us. You know, that's what we can control. We can't control what other people do, but we focus on our preparation. You know, it's just about being clean, right? We want to be clean, execute in a fast way that's effective, and just do that all together, one play at a time. That's all you really can do.
If you're looking at a graph, the trend is definitely cleaner, right? All across the board.
Yeah, we're getting cleaner. We're improving. But again, you know, the best team's going to win today, so it's important that we execute out there today.
What are you leaning into offensively for this week?
Just much of the same, right? Just more, you know, execution the entire game. You know, last game we started out with a 3 and out. Then we had a couple good drives. Had a couple good drives at the half. You know, but it's important to really execute the entire game.
All right, the two dudes up front are pretty significant in Trevon Walker, former #1 overall pick, and Josh Hines Allen. Josh Allen a year ago for Bears fans, same guy, same pass rusher, 17.5 sacks a year ago. Challenge of those two guys, and against the run as well. I think Walker's pretty good.
Yeah, their whole line, defensive line, is very strong. You know, they've invested a lot in that position at the D tackle level and the ends that you just talked about. And it's going to be a big challenge for our offensive line today.
All right, and then the offense, look, they have a couple of good backs, they got a couple of good receivers, and they got Trevor Lawrence. What's your angle of approach on this?
Yeah, they've also invested heavily in their roster there, too. You know, those receivers are really good players. The first-round pick they have from LSU is a really good player. And, you know, it's going to be important that we execute, be where we're supposed to be, when we're supposed to be there, and execute our calls.
And the addition, again, the return of Evan Ingram, that's a matchup, right? That guy is one of those guys you circle on the scouting report.
Yeah, he's another good, skilled player that they have that's coming back, and, you know, it's going to be a handful for our defense going forward.
Let's talk about the absence of Jaquan Brisker. I know, just talking to Kyler Gordon, he says, man, this guy gets us all jacked up, so somebody's got to fill that void, right? Or you jack yourself up to get ready to play and on the field. And then this the Tyreek Stevenson situation.
Yeah, we've been praying for Jaquan, you know, all week and making sure that we're sending him our prayers, and you know he'll get healthy soon. But yeah, he has a really good passion and you know plays well in our defense. But you know Elijah's going to do the job today, and we're excited to see that, and I'm excited for his opportunity. You know, we'll see Tyreek. You know, Tyreek is we'll see where it is and go from there.
Real back to Hicks, and this is a player that year over year now in the system all 3 years he's really developed a significant difference, right?
Yeah, we're fortunate to have Elijah. You know, he's been in the system all 3 years, like you said, and it's important that you know he relies on that experience and exposure of the practices and starting in games. And you know the guys trust him, and the guys know him and know where he's going to be, and so we're fortunate to have him.
All right, give us the name of the game today, buddy.
Yeah, it's always about really focusing on us. You know, it's about, like I said, our clean execution, offense and defense and special teams, and it's going to be about honoring the football on both sides, making sure we do that the right way. And that's, to me, it's always about situations. You know, being right on third down, being right in the red zone, those are always critical moments of the game. And then 2 minutes at the end of the half and into the game are always big for us, too. So we practice those things. We pay a lot of attention to those situations, and we got to be good today.
All right, we'll talk to you after the game. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's Bears head coach Matt Eberflus. Back to you, Mark.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm got to get one of those shirts, like from Obvious Shirts, have them print up a shirt, Honor Thy Football.
Yeah.
You know, people love when Matt Eberflus says, honor the football. You know, like other coaches say, you know, we got to protect the ball.
Yeah.
We can't have giveaways. He says, honor the football. He's 100%. Got a special way of talking about the ball. Deanne, we look at each other every week whenever he talks about the ball.
I know. It's actually very British to say.
Yes.
Honor thy football.
Honor thy football.
It's appropriate
Yes.
for this moment in time. Yes,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. But he's right. I mean, we saw what happened last week when Caleb doesn't turn the ball over. Like that's key to maintaining this offensive momentum and not setting themselves behind, doing it to themselves. That's the one thing that I keep going back to is that fast start. They haven't been able to do that yet, to come out and on that first drive, get to the end zone or put up some points right away and kind of set the tone that way. I would love to see that today.
Yeah, there's nothing worse, right, when a team has an opportunity to win a game, but you lose because of self-inflicted mistakes, right? Honor that football. Take care of the ball, right? Don't turn the ball over. Give yourself a chance to win, right? Offensively, he's talking about details and being clean. What he means by that is not a lot of pre-snap penalties like you saw to start the season, right? Where you're generating drives, you're moving the ball, and then you get a penalty that sets your drive back. Playing clean within the details and the framework of the offense to give yourself a chance to put points on the board. And defensively, right? Playing clean is real important today, right? You're missing two guys who you're used to being in that secondary. Communication will be key. You know, Elijah Hicks, you got him. Jalen Jones is going to be in the lineup. It's going to be up to Kevin Byard and Jalen Johnson to make sure that they're on the same page with two new guys in that secondary. And then the defensive line, you got to get pressure on Trevor Lawrence. Yes, Trevor Lawrence, you know, he's known to turn the ball over, but he only has 2 interceptions on the year. So he's coming off a game in which he had a really good showing, and let's not let him capitalize upon the momentum he generated from the Colts last week.
That's the point I want to hit, J-Mac. We talked about it earlier is, you know, you're going to talk about Hicks. You're going to talk about whoever's taking it over Jalen Jones for Tyreek Stevenson. But to me, it's up to the guys up front to make up for what they're missing in those really two good starters who are out. Pressure Trevor Lawrence.
Yes.
That's how you make your secondary better. I know the Bears have a great secondary, and they always prop themselves up. But again, when you don't have time to throw the football, it makes it easier on the back seven. And like they've been good, and Dexter's been great.
Yeah.
Like he's really emerged like the Bears have hoped. So Sweat, and I've talked about DeMarcus Walker has played much better in the first half this year than he played in the first half last year. The young guys in the rotation, so continue to pressure the quarterback. And Deion on offense, again, my key is sticking with that run. Even if they're not getting a lot of chunk plays, they can't abandon the run and become a one-dimensional football team, because then all of a sudden you're putting too much on the shoulders of your young quarterback only 6 games in.
Correct. And I know we've talked a lot about the progress and the progression and development of Caleb Williams, but I think we can say the same for Shane Waldron and what he's been able to do. We talked about the adjustments he's made over the last couple of games and his ability and openness to work with what's going on and make those changes. Let's see more of that today. Let's not panic if something doesn't go right. Let's stay, like you said, commit to the run to set up the pass and find the end zone more consistently. I think that's a key part to today too, is that the play calling continue to take that progress that we've seen.
And I think also for Caleb, don't be afraid, right, to push the ball downfield. Don't be afraid to try to generate explosive plays. You've got Rome that's been really good. He's been, you've seen, even going back through watching film, you see him open a few times in which Caleb missed him. Let's hope that connection and that chemistry will evolve today, as long with the connection with Keenan Allen, a guy who hasn't had the big day that we've seen from DJ Moore, the big games we've seen from guys on this offense, DeAndre Swift, Rome Odunze had a big game against Coast. Let's see if we can get Keenan Allen a big game from Caleb today as well.
And we should never forget, or it should go without saying that DJ Moore should always be like the number one target and the guy that is never forgotten and a playmaker, used as a playmaker, not just on screen passes.
Definitely.
Like he should push the field downfield. Dion, what is your predicted score?
I think the Bears win. I do think it's closer. I'm going to go 24-21 Bears.
Okay. The Bears, as we told you earlier, are a 1.5 underdog right now. I hopped on it. I put a few bucks down on the Bears today.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go 28-21 the Bears.
Yeah, I'm like kind of close with both of you guys. I'm going something like the Ohio State-Oregon game, not as high scoring.
Great game.
I'm going 1 point game though. I'm going 28-20 27
Awesome.
Bears.
Wow.
I mean, like we always say, Vegas knows, and I think they know it's going to be a close game.
Yeah.
I think we know that Trevor Lawrence and the Jags can score points. They started to come out of it against Houston, and they came out of it last week then finally and got their first win against Indy. And I think the Bears have given up. They haven't given up more than 21 in forever. But I do think that this Jags team will score some points today. And I'm also going out and saying 3 more touchdowns for Caleb Williams. 3 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown by the Bears offense. And Caleb continues to impress.
Yeah, that would be great.
Do you think he reaches 300 yards again?
I do. Low 300s for Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I think he does too.
Wow.
Look at the way Joe Flacco carved up this Jacksonville defense last week. I mean, you've got an arm, a young gun like Caleb Williams with an abundance of receivers more so than the Colts had. So I expect a big day from Caleb Williams and his Bears receiving corps.
Dion, great work out in London. We appreciate you contributing today, even on the road.
Well, thanks. It was fun. Now let's see what happens in this
And
game.
have a coldie for us, Dion, on one of those gold taps over there for us now.
And J-Mac, great working.
As long as they're clean.
J-Mac will continue to contribute throughout the day. Jeff and Tom have the call. Don't forget to call at halftime, 312-332-3776. The call of the game is next on the Bears Radio Network.
Jeff Joniak and Tom Thayer, the call of the game next, ESPN Chicago.
What would you do with $1 million? Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana wants to give you the chance to find out in our $1 million giveaway. Earn July 1st through December 27th. Then join us each Friday for your chance to win a grand finale spot for a 1 in 500 chance to be the guaranteed winner of $1 million. The $1 million giveaway, exclusively at Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana. Must be 21. See Players Club for complete details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WHIP-IT.
In football, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, they save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut, delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Do you hear that? That is the sound of BMW performance without a single piston or cylinder. A generation of all-electric vehicles designed and built like no other. The BMW iX, i7, and i4 revolutionize every drive into a thrilling opportunity to feel the pure rush of BMW 100% electric. But isn't that what you'd expect from the ultimate electric driving machine? Take advantage of exceptional lease and finance offers today.
Hi, this is Dave Musa, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electric. You've seen those free furnace ads, or those free with the purchase of any air conditioner. Well, we all know those are too good to be true. At Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electric, we give an upfront, honest price. And I personally guarantee to beat any buy one, get one free offer by $1,000. Guaranteed. That's right, any free furnace offer, I'll beat it by $1,000. Guaranteed. So call today.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Yep. ESPN Chicago. New home, new day. Yo, here comes the boom. 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 Here comes the 20 yards, 10 yards. That's 6 points on the board. Bear nation, bear down. We go hard to the horn. Crowd get hot when we score. Can't be stopped with the ball. Never fold, never fall. On the field, give it all. From the start to the finish. Oh, you mad cause we winning? Culture style, get apart. Mix the talent with the heart. We just made it to the goal line. Let me in, let me in. Opposing team looking lost now. Not again, not again. We can't lose. All eyes on the prize. Navy blue and orange. We gon' paint the sky. On your feet. Whole about to see. Here comes the boom.
Welcome to the new Chicago Bears Radio Network.
Here comes the boom.
The Chicago Bears Radio Network is brought to you in part by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana, by Miller Lite, and by Great Clips. This is Bears football on the new home of the Bears, ESPN Chicago.
Here comes the boom.
And now please welcome the voice of the Bears, Jeff Joniak, on the new Bears Radio Network.
With the spotlight brightly lighting up the Chicago Bears' 105th season, they crossed the pond to host the NFL's most frequent London visitor, the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's a matchup that features former #1 overall selections in the NFL draft, are Bears rookie quarterback Caleb Williams and Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars, each learning and leaning into their experiences, grinding their way through the maze of leading their teams with hopes of extending winning streaks. With Super Bowl winning Bears guard Tom Thayer, I'm Jeff Joniak, and welcome to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in Tottenham, England, a home of the Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, a beautiful facility here the Bears helped open for NFL football in 2019. The capacity running close to 63,000, or as Doug Coletti said, about 1,300 plus more seats than Soldier Field. And as members of the Premier League, you can imagine what the crowds are like here for home games. Tom, it's loud down there. Bears fans are all in the lower bowl. And when they did a little check, hey, let's hear it for this, Duval County in Jacksonville. Murmurs. Let's hear it for the Bears. Big explosion. I'm thinking it's a home crowd today.
Well, I hope they give them a lot to cheer about because the Bears really need it. And I can't get my pulse on this game, and I'm really confused because if you look at the last two opponents, everybody out there said, these are two teams they should beat. And we're talking about a Jacksonville team that has one win, but they have a lot of explosiveness on this team. So I'm saying, okay, are the Bears up to the level of competition that Jacksonville is going to provide for them today? And then they have some issues at depth, especially in the defensive backfield, that if they feel it's attackable, you're going to see a guy like Trevor Lawrence, head coach Doug Peterson, and some of the offensive weapons attack that area of the field. So until you put me in a comfort zone and get the Bears by 2 touchdowns up, I'm going to be a little shaky.
You're going to be tense.
I am.
You're going to be tense today. I can feel it. Thanks to our pregame crew, Mark Silverman, Dion Miller here in the booth with us. We enjoyed her for sure. And J-Mac in the studio as well. Our executive producer, Eric Ostrowski. Production director, Joe McCardo, with help from Johnny Moore. Studio production, Kevin Zepak. Our highlight man today, Matt McMaster. In the booth here in London, the inimitable Paul Zarang, our engineer. Our director of research and statistics, Doug Coletti. And J-Mac from the studio with his perspective. I hope you saved a little for us here as the Bears get ready for the Jaguars. What's your thought?
Yeah, I hope you guys save me some fish and chips over there. I'm missing my guys, not over there in the booth with you guys. A little different setup down on the field. But, I'm expecting a Bears team, right, even though that Jacksonville is favored. I'm expecting the Bears team to capitalize on what they did last week. And I know this is a different team than Carolina, but this is a game you have to win. It's a home game away from home, and let's see if we can build upon what we've been doing the last few weeks. Offensively, Caleb Williams has been spectacular. Defensively, we're missing some guys. New guys in the lineup got to step up, and let's hope that pass rush gets to Trevor Lawrence.
And Little Z's going to be solo down there. He's going to miss you, J-Mac. He's a man without a country right now.
That's my guy,
He doesn't have his guy.
Yeah, that's my guy.
He does not have his guy.
Yeah, it's definitely different, but we're going to take care of business as we always do, and hopefully we're celebrating a Bears victory post-game.
Absolutely. And today's game will be waterproof. No rain in the forecast here in London. Today's waterproof game brought to you by Roofers and Waterproofers Local 11. Visit them at www.rooferslocal11.org to find a contractor today. 52 degrees the temperature, humidity 63%, wind west-northwest at 4. It's better than the forecast I saw last night that said gusts up to 25 to 30, so that appears to be not the case. Cloudy, though. Won't be seeing sunshine today as the Jacksonville Jaguars arrive on the scene to the boos from the home crowd Bears as they arrive as well. Our field conditions report brought to you by Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Learn more at egopowerplus.com. Ego, power beyond belief. Without Jason on the field, you walked it earlier as we did our Game Day Live show on Fox. What'd you think?
It's beautiful field conditions. I think the players have played on these different surfaces enough now. They understand what type of cleats to bring to pack and the best fit their type of game that they're asked to play. So it's perfect playing conditions today.
Bears looking for a 3-game winning streak for the first time in a minute. And after an 0-4 start, back-to-back wins, and something that the Jacksonville Jaguars are trying to get to. They did sweep their London opponents a year ago. They've got New England next week. They'll be playing that game at Wembley, I believe. But the fact of the matter is they got hot last year after taking care of business here. And so, as to your point, I look at it the same way. They've got a lot of talent on both sides of the ball. It's a little worrisome.
It is, it's just, listen, I think the atmosphere that the Bears put the players in this week is probably the most beneficial of any international trip that I've ever been on. So I expect the guys to be energy-filled and mentally and physically ready. But now they got to go out there and they got to make the plays. And it'll be interesting when you have an ex-quarterback that calls the game for a quarterback like Trevor Lawrence. They're going to do some exploratory surgery and see if there's an attackable portion of this defense. Now it's up to the front. You got 8 guys up there that can provide a really strong front, 8 guys in the defensive line of the Bears, and they got to do it better than they've ever done it up until this point in the season.
Tom, is it just too much to say at the line of scrimmage of the story of today's game? It usually is every week without some exceptions. But the Jacksonville front and their offensive line, very experienced group. From Cam Robinson in his 8th year, Ezra Cleveland, the former Viking, in his 5th year, Mitch Morris, his 10th year at center, Brandon Sheriff in his 10th year out of Iowa, and the youngest player on the team is 22-year-old Anton Harrison in his 2nd year out of Oklahoma. That's your front 5 offensively.
Right. They do have a good group, and they're complemented by really some big-time players on the offensive side of the ball. And with them getting Evan Ingram back, Brian Thomas Jr. is a flyer, Christian Kirk is a guy that can get up and move himself. And Lawrence is a quarterback that's 6'6", and he stands tall and brave behind the line of scrimmage, and so he's going to be able to see everything, the variations of coverages that the Bears are going to show throughout the day.
Oh, let's take a look at the uniforms. The black helmet with the Jaguars logo, teal, black, and gold on it, white jersey, black numbers, black pants. Any piping over there?
None.
And black socks. The Bears on the far side of the field. They are looking outstanding here in London, Tottenham. Navy blue helmet, orange wishbone, trimmed in white. The navy blue uniform with the white numbers trimmed in orange, and the white pants. Any piping over there?
Double butkus, blue and an orange.
Getting ready for the national anthem. And they will have entertainers not only in the pregame, but also at halftime. We'll tell you about that later. But you're going to hear the national anthem performed by Georgia native and contemporary country artist Willow Avalon and God Save the Queen, Tom, from Northern Manchester's J.P. Cooper.
Watch how they unveil the flags here. We are watching it during the pregame, and it's pretty interesting how they do it with the singers standing on top of the unveiling of the flags.
First, the coin toss here at referee Brad Allen's hand.
Welcome to regular season week 6 in London.
The coin toss brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana, located 30 minutes from Soldier Field, I-80-94, exit 6.
Heads or tails? The call is tails.
Coin in the air.
And it is tails. You've won the toss. Opt to defer. I assume you will receive.
Bears will get the opening kickoff. A very animated referee in his 165th NFL game in his 11th year, Mr. Allen, who has called fewer penalty yards per game than the NFL average in 10 of his 11 seasons. He's out of UNC Pembroke, and he is executive director of the Senior Games of North Carolina. Interesting background and a great personality for Brad Allen.
What kind of games are those?
You know, this might be a question for Patrick McCaskey.
Like lawn bowling and
croquet,
he
runs a
pickleball.
He runs track, Pat.
Yeah, I know
Pat
he
McCaskey.
does. Yes, he does. He's very good at it.
Yes, he is. He trains annually. The rest of this crew, umpire Dwayne Hake, Sarah Thomas, the down judge, Walter Flowers, the line judge, Rick Patterson, the field judge, side judge Chad Hill, Tyree Walton, the back judge, and Kevin Brown, the replay. We're close to getting that age of senior games, Tom. And in some circles, 62 is considered discount age. Have you gotten anything in that regard yet?
Give me jarts or something like that.
Jarts.
I'm there.
I remember jarts. Oh my gosh. That's some good lawn games. But the lawn bowling, I don't know what else.
Bocce ball.
Yeah, bocce ball.
Yeah.
So the national anthem again by Georgia native Willow Avalon, and then God Save the Queen, J.P. Cooper of Northern Manchester.
United States of America, please welcome country singer-songwriter Willow Avalon.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please welcome British singer-songwriter J.P. Cooper.
God save our gracious King, long live our noble King. God save the King, send him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the
Our anthems, God Save the Queen, and the national anthem here in London's Tottenham Stadium, the 10th regular season game here. 8 of the first 9 have been one-score affairs, right in line with the National Football League, as always. Today's starting lineup presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. Benny's, Chicago family-owned since 1948. Tell me if you can't find it at Benny's.
It's probably not worth drinking.
We'll start with the offenses. The Bears are going to get the opening kickoff. Caleb Williams making the start. The rookie out of Oklahoma is ramping up. Arrow up right now. His offensive line, Braxton Jones. Expectation of Tevin Jenkins at left guard. He is active, and he was working out here before the game, so we'll look at that with Coleman Shelton. Nate Davis not in the starting lineup or on the active roster today. Matt Pryor in at right guard, and Darnell Wright is the right tackle. DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze, your receivers. Cole Kmet, your tight end, with DeAndre Swift in the backfield. And the opening kickoff is also brought to you by the Village of Bolingbrook. The Bears look to handle their business and elevate their game today. And the opening kickoff brought to you by the great folks from the Village of Bolingbrook, where you can elevate the future of your business. Visit bbolingbrook.com to learn more. Good to have you alongside. Bears in return mode off to our right. Jaguars will kick off from left to right, and they have a young kicker, rookie, 21 years of age, who kicked the game winner last week to beat the Colts, Cam Little, out of Arkansas. And over the course of his season, 23 kickoffs, 20 touchbacks, just 3 returns for 86 yards. And so I'm not sure what their plan is, but that sounds to me like we might see a lot of touchbacks from Jacksonville today.
Wearing 39 for a kicker. Usually these guys like to wear the single digits, but
the punter does. The punter's number 9.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But now maybe 39 and 9. It's a deadly combo.
All right, we're ready to go. There's the boot, end over end, and it sails into the end zone and deep. Herbert back there will not return it, but a penalty marker. Somebody moved early, though. And let's see who it is on.
Multiple flags, and I mean you get the ball hopefully at the 30, but if the Bears are guilty of the infraction, that's going to back up their field position immediately.
Toyota has more all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles than any other brand. Find yours and shine on. Toyota, let's go places. The opening drive brought to you by Toyota, and the Bears are walking back, Tommy.
Illegal formation. Receiving team number 92. By rule, this penalty is enforced 5 yards at the end of the play. It will be 1st and 10 Chicago from the 25-yard line.
So that penalty gives the Bears a little bit of hole to start out with.
Daniel Hardy, another special teams penalty on the young man, and just a lineup penalty. So we got to get that thing solved immediately.
8th special teams penalty this year. Bears right to left, and here we go. One back set when Williams under center, drags Kmet in motion, a block for the run. Breaks the first tackle and then put down to the ground as Jacksonville brits him down between the hash marks on a short run. Monteric Brown, one of their leading tacklers, makes the stop, a run of 3. We're underway from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. 2nd down and 7 upcoming for the Bears at the 28-yard line.
You know, the more familiar DeAndre Swift becomes with this offense, I think the better he'll recognize things. Even though the point of attack was dedicated over to the right side of the center, he cut it back. And number 30 was able to come up and step up and make a big hit. Brown.
Under center, Swift alone back, and double tight ends left side of the line. Here's a snap and a toss left. Swift patiently waiting, gets to the outside, and then is met there in the hole and put down by Chad Muma, one of their outside linebackers. So it was a patient move by Swift, but did he hit the point of attack on that? A gain of 2.
It wasn't patience. There was no hole there to dedicate yourself to, so he just kind of stretched that thing out, but then he played up against a defender that kept his outside arm free and was able to string it out. So, you know, if you're going to go on those outside zone, it's a dedicated crease you got to commit to.
Ball on the 30, but the Bears looking at 3rd down and 5. Right to left to start our game. Just over a minute gone by. They motion DJ Moore to the slot right with a Dunze. Snap back against a 4-man rush. Pocket starts to close. Williams in trouble. Spins away, and then down he goes. Tackled by Roy Robertson Harris, the former Bear, finishes what his other buddies on the defense in front started. So he's put down. It is a loss of a yard and a sack for Roy Robertson Harris, now in his 8th year with Jacksonville. And still getting it done, both an inside and outside guy. His 2nd sack this season and the 19th of his career.
That's one of the things that scared me about Caleb last week, is just unexpected amount of time inside the pocket before pressure got to him. And that time Roy Robb was able to get to him.
Parker Washington out of Penn State, single safety to our left. Devin Duvernay had to go on injured reserve there. Outstanding return specialist as Taylor punts from his 15. Right leg in turn, and he sends up a rocket shot, bobbled at the 7, maintains control outside the numbers, looping to the 20, and then hit and brought down. What a punt by Torrey Taylor, and well done coverage at the end of it. Agban Bamiga, one of the guys down there, a 63-yard rocket and a 13-yard return for Parker Washington, the brother of Personnel Department Assistant Ashton Washington. How about that for a family affair here in London?
Little bobble on the catch, too. Just think if he would have dropped that and gave the defensive pursuit team a chance to really limit the success of that return and keep him inside the 10.
Trevor Lawrence, 56th NFL start. He is 13 under 500. First game against the Bears. Last week, a career-high 371 for the Colts in the win over the Colts. Bears line it up and spread out their edges. They take the snap and they throw it to the left side. In open there, Jalen Jones getting the start for the injured Tyreek Stevenson. Puts down Brian Thomas Jr. And Brian Thomas leading all rookies, Tom, in receiving yards. He had a huge game last week, and he's a very, very speedy receiver. Picks up 8 on first down.
I mean, he's big and speedy, 6'2", 209, so he's got a frame that if you having a weak attempted tackle that he can probably break through it. That time right there was a good, solid tackle on the receiver.
Hicks at starting now at safety for the injured Jaquan Brisker. One back set, the take and turn. Lawrence giving up the middle, and the Bears stuff it at the 28-yard line. Right up the middle of the hash mark, they put him down as the Bears defense needs to be exactly that today against this Jaguar team. It is now 3rd and 2, Tommy, from the 29.
Kyler Gordon, Jeff, really disguised himself well inside the line of scrimmage. When Trevor Lawrence came back for the handoff, had his back to Kyler Gordon, kept his ground going in a positive direction and made the play.
Trips to the near side. You've got Kirk, you've got Thomas, and you've got ETN now on the left tip of Trevor Lawrence. Play clock down to 5. Takes the snap. 4-man rush with a good push. They throw to the near side. Pass is caught. Gabe Davis makes the catch. A 0 on his white jersey. Taken to the chalk by Jalen Johnson. And that converts to a first down. But you can hear the crowd noise from the Bears fans to the point where Trevor Lawrence had some issue.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely making the communication with hand signals to his receivers to the outside. So that's a good sign here inside the stadium that the Bears fans, they're showing up, and they're showing up loud.
Gain of 5 at a first down. 11-11 to go. First quarter, no score. Bears 3 and out. And now Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars left to right. They motion. They're killing the play at the line of scrimmage. They had motion. Ingram, the tight end. They snap and toss it left side. Now the cutback right into Marcus Walker as he gets near the 35-yard line, also helping out Kyler Gordon. Gain of just 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 10:48 to go in the first quarter and no score.
Nice job by DeMarcus Walker, not getting faked out of position and trying to go too far laterally. He held his ground, was able to defeat the block, and like you said, he and Kyler Gordon will come and make the play. Kyler Gordon goes out. Jack Sanborn comes in.
And you don't lose a thing in the tackling department, certainly, with Jack Sanborn always around the football. But Gordon, a heck of a tackler. Corners who tackle make a tough defense. Again, the play clock winding down. It's 6 snap. Lawrence with time guns it high in the air for Ingram. Edmonds and Edwards takes him to the sideline around midfield. And the Jacksonville Jaguars move the sticks, and he picks up 14 yards.
You know, that's what you kind of think. What does Trevor Lawrence see when he sees Jack Sanborn come in the game? Now Sanborn goes out, Kyler Gordon comes in. Do they have a change of a play when he sees an extra linebacker in there rather than a DB? Let's see what Trevor thinks about it with Kyler Gordon in the game.
Ingram, a Pro Bowler, 20 and 23, freak athlete, coming off a hamstring in a warm-up in week 2. Play clock again winding down. It's down to 1, and Lawrence just gets it off. Sets the throw. Now here comes pressure from Gordon. He escapes. Jacks the football, runs right to midfield to the 45 and out of bounds. Deeper into Bears territory near the 40-yard line. Gordon had a crack at him, and Trevor Lawrence, like you said, is a big quarterback. 6'6", 220. In his 4th year out of Clemson, picks up 10.
Man, it was a good stunt, though. You know, one thing about Kyler Gordon, in the midst of his stunt, he had to spin away from a blocker on offense, and that kind of got him a little discombobulated. And then Trevor Lawrence saw where he was at, had an outside advantage, and used his athleticism to get away.
7th play of this drive that started at the Jacksonville 21-yard line. Trevor Lawrence has him down at set. He's got a 1-back set, 2 receivers stacked left, double tight ends right side of the line. From center, he takes, fakes, sets up quickly to throw. The screen left, it's caught. Up the field to the 35, to the 30. It's Brian Thomas Jr. brought down at the 26-yard line. Booker is one of the men there along with Elijah Hicks, picks up 14 yards.
Jeff, I don't think that was a catch.
I think the ball hit the ground.
I think he caught it, wasn't in control of it.
Yeah, that's got to be looked at, right?
Throw the flag.
It was low, but the ball...
And then he
used the ground to push it up to him. Nobody's throwing the red flag just yet, though.
I'm not going to.
Man, snap by Lawrence, running left. It's Tank Bigsby inside the Bear, 20 to the 19, just inside the numbers before he's brought down there. No score, but the clock is moving here in a rapidly moving first quarter. 8 minutes to go and a pickup of 8. And Jacksonville is in good position on their opening drive.
I would have replayed that because of the field position that they were able to get off of that completion. It put them right in, the red zone scoring territory. 2nd down and 3.5 here.
Tied for 25th in the NFL. Red zone production hasn't been great in terms of touchdown efficiency for Jacksonville. The Bears, 5th ranked. Under center. Man in motion, Kirk, take and turn. Bigsby dodging Billings in the hole and then is wrapped up. Bodies to the ball, and that includes Jervon Dexter Sr. Gain of 2, but some shiftiness for Tank Bigsby.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit up here and complain about the officiating because I've already had one, but I thought there was a little bit of a holding call on Bigsby there. They had more of a, kind of a dance move than it was a block.
Oh, you mean on Billings?
Yeah, on Billings.
Yeah, Billings, yeah. Bigsby is only 11% of the carries last year, but a very much a north-south type of back. 6, 10-plus yard carries so far this season. Play clock to 8, 3rd and 1, and now penalty markers all over. What you pointing at, Tommy?
Brent Strange jumped. When Billings called the command of the defensive line to shift, then the tight end Strange jumped. But, Jeff, every offensive lineman, including the tight end, in a 3-point stance with the low back, it's a guarantee where they're going to run the ball right at the Bears.
That's another false start. Steinhoffels donates another $1,000 to Special Spaces Illinois. Special Spaces creates dream bedrooms for children with cancer.
Let's look at the stances here again on this play. They are backed up a little bit. Is there a variation in the call from every blocker in a 3-point stance with a low back looking for a get-off, or are we going to see some 2-point stance and the possibility of passing?
10th play of the drive, Lawrence 4 of 4 for 40 yards. In the opening drive, no score.
4 guys in a 2-point stance.
6:49 to play in the quarter. 2-by-2 formation. A wide split to the near side with Jalen Johnson matched up with Can't see the number now. Another stoppage in play.
Timeout Bears, I think.
That's an important opening drive. And so get your bearings right and get on it.
Well, my bearings are 4 offensive linemen on a 2-point stance. To me, that is a sheer sign that they are going to get in a pass blocking type of tempo and stick with it.
So here they go, breaking the huddle. Lawrence left to right. 3rd and 6, ball on the Bear 23-yard line on the left hash.
4 and a 2-point.
Mitch Morse. And they have 3 to the right of the center and a wide split to the near side by Sweat. Snap back. Pocket holds. Over the middle. Pass caught. Kirk at the 11 and ripped down to the ground. On the numbers. Tackle made Jalen Jones. Christian Kirk. In his 7th year out of Texas A&M, a very instinctive player coming in with 33 targets and 21 catches. Picks up a chunk there, Tommy. 14, and it's 1st and goal at the 9.
A lot of people were surprised when they signed Kirk and the amount of money they gave him. But I think when you bring in a young quarterback, you need a little bit of experience at the receiver position to kind of just bring them along, a lot like the guys they have here for Caleb.
Correct. 1st and goal now for Lawrence with a hard count of the line of scrimmage. Movement, though, by the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Number 0.
Gabe Davis, former Buffalo Bill.
Number 0. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
I don't want to be
this referee, by the way. The way he commands the microphone.
He's getting the attention of the crowd. He's working
really
the
good.
stage.
He's really good.
But on that play, again, they get a guy to jump, but every offensive lineman in a 3-point stance. So if you do have some tells throughout the course of the game, and this is the first drive that Jacksonville had, the defensive linemen should adjust their feet when they see everybody in the stance. And so we'll see how it goes.
Back to the 13, 2-by-2 now. Tight end Strange, wing left, snap, in motion Kirk, they hand off, and it's Montez Sweat and Carter Gordon stuffing the back, right back, and that is a former Cleveland Brown, D. Ernest Johnson. They're all at 5'10", 5'11", 5'10", 215, 215, 208, so I would say ETN is the speed guy, but an excellent receiver. Bigsby is the tank, and Ernest Johnson, he's a 3rd down back, he catches it well. Just gets things done. Gain of a yard. 2nd down and goal at the 12-yard line. Bears dig in again defensively. Safety's back. Gordon tight on the slot. Snap back to Lawrence with trips to the right. Looks to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws it away. Pressure coming from 99. Javon Dexter Sr. reporting for duty. Dexter Sr. having a very, very good year. Off to a great start. The steady improvement, Tommy, that we hope for has really kicked in. That is his now 4.5 hurries along with his 4 sacks.
When you talk about the running back and what their template is here in Jacksonville, I know you saw MJD down on the field before the game, and you kind of eyed him up and you said, I could probably play running back. Listen, that's what you said to me.
I know, I did. How about this?
Drew.
Jacksonville has chewed up 8 minutes on this drive, and it's 3rd down and goal at the 12. Play 12. Lawrence in the gun, back to his left, takes the snap, 4-man rush with a stunt, there's time, he throws to an open man, Gabe Davis dropped the ball in the end zone, right between a trio of Bears on the B on Bears in the near side end zone, right on his hands.
Nice. Wow! I mean, that was a great, it was a great throw and a big hit by the Bears. Let's see who should really get credit for it. Yeah, number 22.
Elijah Hicks punch out. The Bears defense allowing 1 touchdown catch this year to Bears receivers, and they remain that way. The Titans have had none. Here's the field goal on try from Cam Little, rookie out of Arkansas. Chip shot from 30. Snap, placement made, and he punches it through. So, a 14-play, 67-yard drive nets them a field goal with 4:37 to go in the opening quarter. It's Jacksonville 3, Bears nothing on the Bears Radio Network.
With 3 locations to serve Chicagoland, Advantage Chevrolet gives you so much more. Visit and see the amazing inventory and savings at Advantage Chevrolet Bridgeview. And Advantage Chevrolet values your time. They'll have you in your new Chevy in less than 60 minutes, or they'll make your first car payment. That's right, drive off in your new Chevy in less than 60 minutes, or they will make your first car payment. Visit AdvantageChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Must mention offer upon arrival before negotiation. Restrictions apply. Ask dealer for details.
When I got sick, I spent years looking for answers. but it only took one conversation with my team at Northwestern Medicine to correct my misdiagnosis. I'm Daniel. When Parkinson's changed my life, so did my Spanish-speaking care team.
The Northwestern Medicine Parkinson's Disease and Movement Disorders Center offers specialized, culturally sensitive care. Their Spanish-speaking team was the first to provide Daniel with innovative treatment in the language he preferred. Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right. And naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Beyond the bottle, Tito's has gained a reputation for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits around the world to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's and learn more at titosvodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Dear Truckin' Awesome. Want more horsepower in the stable? The Tundra iForce Max is all the truck you need with its electrifying twin-turbo V6. Saddle up the Tacoma TRD Pro. Its segment-first performance seats smooth the shocks when things get bumpy. And the Toyota 4Runner tames the trails when nature plays tough. And that signature power rear window? Oh, yes, sir. Toyota trucks. Toyota. Let's go places.
Bears games, all of them on AM 1000 and the ESPN Chicago app.
Elijah Hicks with a big play in the end zone, breaking up a pass to Gabe Davis and holding the Jags to a field goal, 3-0 Jacksonville. That big defensive play brought to you by Binny's Beverage Depot. Don't miss the Binny's Toast of the Game of the fourth quarter. Binny's, Chicago family owned since 1948. If you can't find it at Binny's,
it's probably not worth drinking.
Time for our Old National Bank Sideline Report, where relationships and results matter. Get old from our Chicago studios. J-Mac, what do you got?
Elijah Hicks filling in for the absence of Jaquan Brisker, making his presence known, making a big play, negating that touchdown by Gabe Davis.
Oh, that's huge. Just shutting the door in the red zone. The red zone defense coming to roost once again. And, hey, you bend but don't break, Tommy.
Does a lot for his confidence, too, going forward.
Here's the kickoff. End over end. Will this be nope, not returned. Too deep for the duo of Herbert and Carter. So the Bears get the 30-yard line.
So what have the Bears had the ball, like 50 seconds or something this quarter?
Yeah,
and then you think of what?
No, 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
Okay, 2 minutes and 11 seconds. And that's for 3 plays. So, 2 runs and a sack. So the Bears, they got to, be more committed to their point of attack in the run game. And Caleb's still looking for the play into his headset, reading off of his wristband, going to the line of scrimmage, get to work. 10 seconds on the play clock, Jeff.
Man, I thought Trevor Lawrence was working that clock pretty good, too, from his perspective. As Caleb goes under center, one back set, fakes it, rolls right, got Cole coming at the 32-yard line, and he's dragged down to the 35 and taken out of bounds by Jacksonville. Quickly on that coverage for Jacksonville as he limits him to a 5-yard pickup. And Cole Kmet with a high number of catches that ranks among the most in the National Football League, and so he's getting his targets.
Caleb, he likes that second level on those bootlegs, but if he is going to throw it to Cole, you got to throw it like 3/4 of a second earlier and put yourself in more of an advantage.
Shotgun, quick snap-off throw to the near side. DJ Moore looking for a block, but the quick read by Jacksonville. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, is there along with Darnell Savage, the former Green Bay Packer. He's going to lose 2. That'll back him up. It'll be third down coming up for the Bears. Ball on the 33-yard line, 3rd down and 7. 3:48 to go, first quarter, 3-0 Jacksonville.
Those offensive linemen, they got to get out there faster. They got to be able to not make themselves susceptible to getting an illegal block in the back, but trying to get their body in front of the immediate defender and give DJ some room to roam.
Gerald Everett, wing right along with Allen, and then to the near side of Dunze and Moore. They're stacked inside the numbers left. Play clock down to 4 for Caleb Williams. Back to his left. 2-1 motion. They're going to have to call a timeout. Caleb knew it. You could tell by the body language he was not happy having to take that timeout.
There's 5 guys haunting the line of scrimmage, one standing up over the center. So what he's going to do, he's probably going to drop, but he doesn't want that center to be able to go and help to his right or his left. And he's just trying to occupy his attention before he can drop back.
If you're just joining us, 3-0 Jacksonville on a field goal by Cam Little. After a 8-minute-plus drive, the Bears hung in there. 4 10-plus yard plays, though, and this...
3:21.
3:21 of the game clock, please.
And this is a team that does have a lot of big play to them. They have 23 plays of 20-plus this year, and that is fourth best in the NFL. But 4 double-digit plays to 4 different targets for Jacksonville on that drive.
Yeah, and a lot of that credit, even though he's having some difficulties in Trevor Lawrence this year and some turnover susceptibility, he still was picked as high as he was picked before because of a reason, and he is a big, dynamic athlete.
25th ranked third down defense for Jacksonville digs in against the Bears offense with Moore in motion to the right with Everett and Keenan Allen. Singled up to the left side is Adunze, showing blitz. And they are bringing on extra body. They get to Caleb. He flings the ball, and it falls out of his hands. Incomplete pass.
Okay.
Flicked it, and it came out. Didn't get anywhere.
Pass. Ruling on the field is incomplete.
4th down, and the Bears have to punt. So a pair of 3 and outs for the Bears. Down 3-0 here in the first quarter with 3:16 remaining.
I'm worried as he had his arm back, the ball was started to get swatted out of his hand. And if that's the case, are they going to interpret that to...
I'm wondering if it hit prior. It hit Pryor in the face mask. That's what happened.
All right.
Wow. Did that ever happen to you once in your career?
No.
Taylor at a 63-yard high snap, snags it, and then leverages in the ball. Backing up to the 8-yard line and quickly sprinting to the left. Running past Hardy and then stepping out of bounds in front of Sewell near the 25-yard line. As Jacksonville will take over. Their second possession as Parker Washington returns a 59-yard punt, 13 yards. We are going to take a break. It is 3-0 Jacksonville. Late first quarter on the Bears Radio Network.
Enter for a chance to win tickets to see the Bears at home on November 10th. Edmunds is the name in car shopping, and Chicago Bear Tremaine Edmunds is the name you want on defense. They're teaming to bring you the name of the game sweepstakes. 100 fans will win tickets and parking. Some will also score upgrades like pregame on-field passes. Go to Edmunds.com/gameday to enter by October 15th. That's Edmunds.com/gameday. And remember, whether you're buying or selling a car, Edmunds is the name of the game.
I never knew owning a gourmet Italian pasta business could be this profitable.
Thanks to our Old National commercial banker.
That warehouse expansion loan?
Oh, and the help with our equipment leasing.
But still, gotta say, it seems like he loves the Italian pasta business more than we do.
La nuova attrezzatura ha reso il processo molto più efficiente. I mean, the new equipment, it makes it so much more efficient.
Really dedicated commercial bankers.
Sorry, got a little carried away there.
Another reason to choose Old National Bank. Get old. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Jeff Joniak here to tell you about Ego Outdoor Power Equipment. Did you know that all Ego 56-volt batteries are universal? I love that my lawnmower, string trimmer, and blower all share the same powerful 56-volt Ego Arc lithium battery. With over 90 Ego tools to choose from, you can build a powerful collection. Plus, Ego delivers the power of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. That's why Ego is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Learn more at egopowerplus.com.
Chicagoland, your #1 team for luxury is Bill Jacobs Auto Group. We're leading the league with top new car volume for BMW, Land Rover, Mini, and Volkswagen. Discover an experience that matches our winning lineup. Drive home in style and comfort today. At Bill Jacobs, the cars bring you in, the experience brings you back. Year-to-date new car volume for BMW, Land Rover, Mini, and Volkswagen.
Fantasy Football Sundays at 7 a.m. ESPN Chicago.
3-0 Jacksonville, the lead in the ball. The injured Bear on that punt return was the long snapper, and he gets down to the field quite a bit. One of the best at doing that, Scott Daly. Hopefully he's okay.
Gotta be.
Just in case, though, Cole Kmet is your backup, and he was warming up down there.
Backup centers, backup long snappers. It's a very scary element of the NFL because these long snappers are perfect at their trade.
Yeah, not everybody could do it. So here are the Jaguars at their 21-yard line, left to right. They put Lawrence under center for the one-back set. Killing the play at the line. You heard it from the parabolic mic. Wing left is Gabe. And Davis snap and a handoff, and Kyler Gordon goes in untouched to get the stuff.
He is outstanding at that. Gets behind the line of scrimmage on Travis Etienne, and it's a 2-yard loss.
I tell you, Jeff, it is about that commitment. You got to look at this offensive line. They're all in a 3-point stance. Trevor Lawrence commits to the play that he has called, and then Kyler Gordon gets a chance to inch up. And now the offensive linemen, they're not looking up at him. They're looking at their on the line of scrimmage responsibilities.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line. Shotgun back to Lawrence's left. Snap is back. Looking to throw in a clean pocket. Hits Etienne. Nicely thrown to the 25. Inside the numbers to the 30. Finally brought down at the 31-yard line by Kevin Byard. And so a nice catch and run there after the throw by Lawrence. Picks up 16 yards. Evan Ingram moving the sticks for the Jacksonville team. And that's what they've done so far today. Moving the sticks. 3-0, they have the lead. 2 minutes to go, first quarter.
Yeah, and Trevor Lawrence is mentally he's a talented quarterback, so he's going to understand coverages in his best option.
Double tight ends, right side of the line now here with a one-back set from center. Sticks it in the belly of the back. Etienne with a little shoulder shrug, and man, he is washed out. Hit hard as TJ Edwards and Jalen Jones collaborate on the tackle, but you feel Edwards on those hits. You visually feel it.
He accelerates into the hit. And so especially if he has a lateral approach that the running back really can't feel his presence, he accelerates on contact, and you can see evidence of it, how quickly he goes down.
2nd down and 9. Ball on the 36 of Jacksonville. It's resting on the near side hash or the right hash as we look at it. Lawrence empties out. 3-by-2, all by himself in shotgun. Takes the snap. Bears rush Edwards on the blitz. They hit him. Edwards slips by, and it's finished off by a pair of Bears. Cowart is one of them, along with Sweat. He goes down at under a minute to go. It's a loss of 2 and a shared sack. 3rd down and long now for Jacksonville.
Nice job by Sheringham. Nice hustle, nice effort. Way to complement each other's effort on that play. And, Jeff, that blue tent is still up. That worries me.
So here we go, 3rd down and 11, ball on the 34. What will Eberflus dial up here? 3 down, 1 stand up, that's Taylor. Back to throw, Lawrence flips it out in the flat. Caught, 30, 35 to the 40. Gordon puts him down shy of a 1st down. That is on the numbers. The catch made by Ingram, number 17. Picks up 9. Needed 11. 4th and 2. They're going for it, it appears. From their 43-yard line, leading 3-0 in the final ticks of this first quarter, and maybe they'll just run out the first quarter clock. Waiting for it, not getting the snap, and that will end our first quarter. It moved quickly. Jacksonville with a 3-0 lead.
46 going into the tunnel.
And
the end of the first quarter.
And thank you. We'll get you on the other side. Let's pause for station ID first on the Bears Radio Network.
This is the new home of the Bears, ESPN Chicago, WMVP, WTBC HD2, Chicago.
3-0 Bears dig in for a 4th and 2 when we come back on the Bears Radio Network.
What would you do with $1 million? Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana wants to give you the chance to find out in our $1 million giveaway. Earn July 1st through December 27th. Then join us each Friday for your chance to win a grand finale spot for a 1 in 500 chance to be the guaranteed winner of $1 million. The $1 million giveaway, exclusively at Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana. Must be 21. See Players Club for complete details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Horton Group in Chicagoland if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Some people like A and others like B. At BMW, we prefer X. Like the dynamic X3, meant for ultimate exploration. The X5, built to conquer even the most difficult paths. Or the pinnacle of comfort and luxury, the X7. And since every X-Range vehicle is packed with performance and versatility, you'll always get the best of X. The BMW X-Range. Your next X-Venture starts here. Take advantage of exceptional lease and finance offers today.
We all know going solar is a great way to help create a healthier, cleaner planet. But the first step is finding a solar solution that makes sense for you. You may have questions about cost and convenience. ComEd has answers and tools, like a solar calculator, to help you see all your options. You don't even need solar panels to benefit from solar power. You just need the right information. Go to comed.com/solar to find a solar solution that works for you.
Across the 40, he's dangerous. Bigsby, one of their return men, he occasionally gets the opportunity, picks up 42 on that one. That is his longest one as a pro. His longest was a 31 on just 4 returns, but that's a good return right there. And the Jaguars get something here with a little more than a half field to work with.
Big tackle by Blasingame right there. Kind of held his ground, and when he saw an opening for the ball carrier to get through, he closed the door, and significant hit, but good field position.
Bigsby runs a 4.56 40, and it's always interesting to me. It looks faster up here than 4.56. Back to throw. Lawrence over the middle and on it. Edmonds knocks the ball out of there and covers the ball. The throw to Etienne on the logo. A forced fumble and a fumble recovery all in one by Tremaine Edmonds.
There's a catch, fumble, and recovery by the defense. First down, Chicago. Timeout.
Yeah, too bad timeout. I don't know if this is good. This could be an incomplete pass right
That
here.
is a quality coverage. Help your business's bottom line with energy savings supported by the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program. Learn more at ComEd.com/poweringbiz. 7-3 Bears. They have the ball until further notice on the Bears Radio Network.
Right now at Old National, we have a $450 checking bonus.
Sign me up. But why is that hockey player standing there?
I'm here for the checking.
Well, for a bonus that big, bring on the checking!
Sir, no need to brace yourself against the wall.
It's bank checking.
I knew that.
Earn up to a $450 bonus when you open a checking account and complete qualifying activities within 90 days of account opening. Another reason to get old. Old National, where relationships and results matter. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October 31st, 2024. Visit oldnational.com/checking.
Enter for a chance to win tickets to see the Bears at home on November 10th. Edmunds is the name in car shopping, and Chicago Bear Tremaine Edmunds is the name you want on defense. They're teaming to bring you the name of the game sweepstakes. 100 fans will win tickets and parking. Some will also score upgrades like pregame on-field passes. Go to edmunds.com/gameday to enter by October 15th. That's edmunds.com/gameday. And remember, whether you're buying or selling a car, Edmunds is the name of the game.
So you call your virtual insurance company to ask a simple question about your policy, but now you're on hold listening to this music. While you wait and wait. Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and pick up the phone when you call, because you shouldn't be on hold so long that you memorize the music. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Horton Group in Chicagoland if auto owners make sense for you.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right. And naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Beyond the bottle, Tito's has gained a reputation for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits around the world to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's and learn more at titosvodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Every Bears game on FM 100.3 HD2 ESPN Chicago.
Welcome back. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tremaine Edmonds knocks the ball out of Travis Etienne's hands on the catch on the NFL logo and recovers the fumble. And here's they go on the review.
It is an incomplete pass.
Did he not make a football move out with the ball in his hands?
He never controlled the ball.
Right.
So he was bobbling the ball the whole time, and that's when Tremaine,
Nice hit and nice job, though. With Peanut Tillman in the building, always looking for that Peanut punch. Peanut calling the game for Westwood One, his debut as an analyst, Tommy. He's been all over London this week.
Please set the game clock to 10:56 following the incomplete pass. 10:56.
10:56 to go, second quarter. Bears leading 7-3. This after a 41-yard return by Bigsby on the first snap, the throw over the middle to Etienne and Tremaine Edmonds right there. Now, does a play like that, from a quarterback's perspective or an offensive coordinator, okay, maybe we shouldn't mess with the middle of the field with Tremaine in there. This year he's got an interception, forced fumble recovery, and something like that.
No, it's over. I mean, that play's over. That's in the rearview mirror, and they're on to the next play.
2nd and 10. Lawrence with a back to his right. That's DeErnest. Snap back. Here comes the blitz, and the pass is thrown before C.J. Edwards got home, and the pass caught on the far sideline by Deonis Johnston. And it is the 45-yard line where they'll snap the ball. It is 3rd down and 8. Second quarter, 7-3 Bears on the Cole Kmet 31-yard catch and run.
I like the amped-up pressure, though. I like the fact that they're trying to force the ball out of Lawrence's hand a little bit quicker than he'd like to, but he's still capable of standing in there, taking a little bit of punishment, and getting ready. He's already proved that throughout his career.
3-2 on 3rd down and 8. Ball on the 45-yard line of Jacksonville. Here's the snap back to Lawrence. Going to jump up to the left. Runs by DeMarcus Walker to the 49, 48-yard line. And he is brought down shy of a first down. We'll call it the 49. So Lawrence will look at 4th and 4 and decisions as well for Doug Peterson, the head coach of Jacksonville.
You know, Trevor Lawrence jumped that a little bit because he saw pressure from a blitz coming from the right-hand side. And as Darrell Taylor was able to escape his blocking responsibility, he knew that he was going to be flushed out of the pocket. He tried to convert it himself, and it didn't work.
So Kyler Gordon and Byard in the vicinity. They're going to punt. Logan Cook standing at his 35-yard line. Single safety to our left, DeAndre Carter inside the 10. Snap, foot into it. A little pressure coming up the middle there, and the kick sails.
Ooh.
And it goes a left-hand turn, and where is this one? Nope, touchback.
It is?
Or is it?
No,
nope,
it's at the 5-yard line.
It's at the 5. It's at the 5. On the near side, that's where the ball will put in play, and a long field for Caleb Williams. 46-yard punt, no return. Cook on his second punt delivers a nice, I did some searching on him, and he's from the United States. He's from Mississippi, Darwin, Mississippi, but he studied the Aussie kicking style. So they call him the spin doctor. He's got all these different kind of punts, and really good at it. They call him, the spin doctor. He's got some cloud grazing punts for sure. 9:26 to go, second quarter, Bears ball. Left to right from their 5. From the goal line, shotgun. Caleb kind of keeping himself on the fake. Gets to the outside and tripped up there, and he lands on his keister on a run to the near side. Tripped up by the linebacker, and that is Ventrell Miller, gain of 4.
Yeah, Ventrell Miller knew that he was going to have to swat at the back of Caleb's heels, and so he tried to almost like pull his heels away from the swat, and that's why you saw him kind of fall awkwardly like he did.
Here's Caleb on the give off the left side to the 10-yard line. All over it, Devin Lloyd, and also in on the stop, one of the other linebackers limits him to a 1-yard run. And that linebacker is, actually a defensive tackle with a linebacker number, Devon Hamilton, the starter today. Ledbetter, inactive. So it is 3rd down and 5. Ball on the 10. Dangerous territory here.
Yeah, big protection. You got to, make sure that you have your target safely in sight. And as you said, dangerous field position. You don't want to give Jacksonville any favors.
Javon Walker perched off the right tackle. Off the left tackle is Josh Hines-Allen. Snap to Caleb Williams. Clean pocket, throws, tapped in the air to Roshan, makes the catch of the 15, runs right, and Roshan Johnson does a nice job of retrieving that football on 3rd down and 5, and the Bears move the sticks for a first down. Roshan Johnson, 8 yards on the pickup, and they go hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
He had 2 targets over there that were open. He had DJ Moore and Roshan Johnson.
A quad of receivers split to the right. Now they shift. Cole Kmet, they'll line up off the right tackle. Darnell Wright, Roshan Johnson back into the backfield. Under center and a toss right to Roshan Johnson. Blockers out in front, washes a few away, and Johnson rammed down to the 23-yard line. He is hit on the play by Antonio Johnson, the safety, and a gain of 4.
Yeah, a lot of bodies out there, led by Darnell Wright, the right tackle, pulling it to the outside of that play, and that's what that running back has to do, is understand where that seam is going to be for extra yards.
7:20 to go, clock running, second quarter. 7-3 Bears, 2nd and 6, ball on the 22-yard line, shotgun for Caleb. 3-by-2 formation, snap back,
Good protection. Guns in the middle for Odunze. The catch of the 40 to the 45 to midfield on the NFL logo before he's tripped up in a big play. Working the middle on a 28-yard strike to rookie Rome Odunze.
Close to being a face mask or some type of helmet grab on the attempted tackle. That's why Rome was able to get a couple extra yards out of it.
Drive started at the 5, and now the Bears have cleared out enough space to work at midfield. Bears fans saw that face mask too, and you heard their disapproval. Komet now jogs into the left side. We'll call it a wing position. Back to the right of Caleb Williams. Safeties are back. Corners up tight for Jacksonville. Snap to Caleb. Rips it off to the left side on the numbers. Catch is made to the 45, and lunging near the 41-yard line is DJ Moore. DJ Moore the catch. He'll pick up 9. 2nd and 1. You like those big chunks to give you shortened seconds, Tommy.
I like the protection in order to get the big chunks. The offensive line right now is doing a nice job, and they don't have a great deal of depth on the defensive line, so if the more you make them pass rush, the more tired they'll be.
7 of 8, 96 yards, and a gun run is snuffed out up the middle. That's not going to do any good. Between the hash marks right there is Roschon Johnson's gobbled up by Jacksonville's front. Again, a top 10 rushing defense a year ago. Right now, their rushing defense is also top 10 at 8th in the league, 409 a rush overall on the season.
They tried to run a tackle trap right there, but the defensive lineman would.
68 and number 72.
It's Kramer time on 3rd and 1.
Receivers, 68 and 72.
And so Karan Amagashi also in the lineup. He's set to the right side of the Bears offensive line. I right with Kramer ahead of the running back, and Caleb under center. Hard count, play fake, looking to throw. It's well protected. Heaving for an open DJ Moore, but he underthrew it, and Cisco the interception. Inside the 10 to the 20. Angles middle of the field at 30-yard line, and he's brought down shy of the 30 as they had to loop around. It is Kramer and Roschon Johnson on the stop. And an underthrown ball to a wide-open receiver, and it's a 20-yard interception return for Andre Cisco, the 4th-year safety out of Syracuse, his first of the year and 8th in his career. One of the top 10 interceptors in the NFL since he got into this game. 5:10 to go until halftime. Bears a 7-3 lead over the Jacksonville Jaguars on the Bears Radio Network. In football, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, they save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut, delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Do you hear that? That is the sound of BMW performance without a single piston or cylinder. A generation of all-electric vehicles designed and built like no other. The BMW iX, i7, and i4 revolutionize every drive into a thrilling opportunity to feel the pure rush of BMW 100% electric. But isn't that what you'd expect from the ultimate electric driving machine? Take advantage of exceptional lease and finance offers today.
Your company can save money by becoming more energy efficient. In fact, the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program can help your business find up to 35% in energy savings, resulting in lower energy costs. At ComEd, we're not just moving toward a clean energy future. We're powering the future of your business. Sign up for your free facility assessment at ComEd.com/poweringbiz. Terms and conditions apply. Offers are subject to change. Actual savings will vary by customer's usage and rate. The ComEd Energy Efficiency Program is funded in compliance with state law.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste and only great taste.
The Miller Brewing Company would like to issue a correction. Miller Lite is brewed to be less filling. What are you doing here?
Miller Lite tastes great.
Look, I'm just reading the script. It says less filling.
That's not what my script says.
Well, mine said.
We'd like to apologize for the previous announcers. Miller Lite is in fact less filling and tastes great. Time to shine, legal guy.
Celebrate responsibly. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Beer. 96 cows and 3.2 grams carbs per 12 ounces. Fewer cows and carbs than premium regular beer.
Sylvie takes your calls at the half on ESPN Chicago.
After the interception, Caleb Williams throws to Andre Cisco, underthrow to DJ Moore, the first interception this season, and 196 passing attempts by the opposition against Jacksonville. In a 5-game span to start a season, Jacksonville allowed the most attempts without an interception. You got to go back to 1939, according to Pro Football Reference.
They weren't around.
Yeah.
Here's Trevor Lawrence on the handoff. Bigsby hit by DeMarcus Walker. Drags him for a little bit on a slam down to the 31-yard line. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8 with under 5 minutes to go in the half. And this thing has been a blur, Tommy, in this first half.
They're going to try to go tempo here. You know, even though Jack Sanborn's able to get off, Kyler Gordon back on the field. A little sugar huddle about 4 yards away from the football. Break huddle, they're ready to go. All right, you get offensive linemen in stances.
Parker Washington, a receiver added to the mix on the right side. Tight ends each side of the line for Jacksonville. And in the gun, they run it to Bigsby, a little hop step, and then Tremaine Edmonds tracks him down to the 35-yard line. On a run to the right for Bigsby, a dangerous back indeed. Let's get a sideline report brought to you, as always, by our friends at Old National Bank. What do you got, J-Mac?
Shane Waldron tried to surprise Jacksonville, bringing in jumbo personnel, Kramer and Amagaja. You think they're going to run the ball. He goes play action, tries to hit DJ on a post corner route. Ball's underthrown, results as an interception.
Yeah, I was right there too, J-Mac. 3rd down and 3. Ball on the 36.
That protection held up well too.
2nd and 5. Or no, they're 2 of 5 on 3rd down, I should say. It's 3rd and 3 to the 36. Trips to the left. Ingram in the slot paired with Brian Thomas, who gets the pass on the screen to the near side. Ingram, and he's tackled by Kyler Gordon. Terrific job again, about 1.5 yards shy of a first down. He's chopping down Ingram, that outstanding athlete at tight end. Again, 6'3", 240. He runs a 4.42 with explosive numbers and a 36-inch vertical leap. How about him working through the block of Brian Thomas?
Right,
Tommy?
that's
Great
the thing.
play.
You know, making sure where your responsibilities lie to the outside. Keep your outside shoulder free. Be able to fight off the offensive blocker and still make the tackle.
4th and 1. Cook to punt. He is lined up at his 25. Sends it in the air. And they're going to let it bounce. Carter on the sideline, so the Bears will get it inside the 20. And a heck of a play here in the second quarter. A big defensive play brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. Don't miss the Benny's Toast of the game of the fourth quarter. Benny's, Chicago family-owned since 1948. If you can't find it at Benny's.
It's probably not worth drinking.
7-3 Bears. It's 3:08 to go in the half on the Bears Radio Network.
$2.25 million. The Verdoliak Law Group wins again for their clients. That's right. The Verdoliak Law Group recovered $2.25 million for a client who was injured in an auto accident. If you're injured, make sure to call the Verdoliak Law Group. Playing professional football and being on the radio for many years, I've had the opportunity to endorse many products and companies, but this is special. The Verdoliak Law Group, owned by close friends, has been helping people for 60 years. They've even taken care of my neighbors and close friends. I truly believe in them. When you need a doctor, you look for the experience and the skill. The same goes when you're choosing a lawyer. The Verdoliak Law Group has recovered over $9 billion for clients and served more than 40,000 people. Whether it's personal injury, auto or truck accidents, wrongful death, or medical malpractice, call my friends at Verdoliak Law Group. The Verdoliak Law Group has done great for my friends and neighbors. They will do great for you, too. Call them today at 844-4VLG-LAW.
Reason number 354 to visit the city of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway.
How about Flag Creek Golf Course? One of the finest 9-hole golf courses in the Chicagoland area. This Greg Martin designed course offers something for every skill of golfer. Conveniently located off of I-55 and 294. So book your tee time today at flagcreekgolfcourse.com. Looking for a new home base? Visit the city of Countryside, Chicago's Western Gateway.
It's time to enter the Verizon Flyaway Sweepstakes. This is your chance to win a trip for you and a guest to see the Bears play in San Francisco. The Carmen and Yurko Show is going back on the road to watch our favorite football team. One winner and a guest will win airfare, hotel, and tickets to see the game and lunch with me and Johnny Hansen. Hurry to select Chicagoland Verizon locations or go to ESPNChicagoContest.com to find the Verizon Flyaway trip page and enter by October 20th. No purchase necessary to enter. Must be legal U.S. resident of eligible zip codes, age 21 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit ESPNChicagoContest.com.
Bears Monday starts with Cap and J Hood on ESPN Chicago.
7-3 Bears and Bootheroos, brought to you by Northwestern Medicine. They're taking a second look, a second opinion, always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. There was one earlier today. 7-3 Bears. This is a good possession, Tom, to just run out the first half clock.
Oh,
to points.
Let's go.
Let's get it in.
Start full steam ahead.
3:08 to go. Just keep Jacksonville's offense off the field. They'll start this drive inside their own 20 at the 15. Swift to the left of Caleb. He fakes the throw and sticks it in the belly of the back, but coming off the backside, Cisco all fired up after his interception. The stop with Devin Lloyd, gain of a yard, 2nd and 9.
The Jacksonville defense, they've allowed 1,052 yards to wide receivers this season. That's most in the NFL. When you consider the receivers the Bears have, the protection he's getting, how good Caleb has been other than that last pass, that's why I say.
From center, he tosses left. Swift with Braxton Jones out there clearing space on Savage. Tiptoes the sideline. Did he step in front to get the first down? Looks like he did to the 25.
I was just looking at the coach on the sideline that DeAndre Swift ran into, and he did a nice job of holding his ground and catching him as he was going out of bounds full speed. So that's a big hit the coach takes.
First down for the Bears from the 25-yard line. Left to right, Caleb goes in the gun. Bears have their 3 timeouts left. Jacksonville 2 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. You'll get one more play off, I would hope. And with 9 on the play clock, sends Adunze in motion. Snap, play fake to Swift. Plenty of time in the pocket. Looking, staying in the pocket. Now leaving the pocket. There's green grass. And here comes Caleb. 30, 35 to the 40. 45 to midfield, and he slides right on the F on the NFL logo. Red, white, and blue, and Caleb Williams will hit the 2-minute warning with a feet-first slide and a 24-yard scramble. I was aching for him to go. It was nothing but green grass.
Much-needed break he needed after that play. Nice job by the offensive lineman. They got to be a little tired themselves.
The 2-minute warning. Choked myself up. It's brought to you by Miller Lite. Tastes like Miller time, Bears fans. 7-3 Bears over the Jaguars on the Bears Radio Network.
What would you do with $1 million? Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana wants to give you the chance to find out in our $1 million giveaway. Earn July 1st through December 27th. Then join us each Friday for your chance to win a grand finale spot for a 1 in 500 chance to be the guaranteed winner of $1 million. The $1 million giveaway, exclusively at Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana. Must be 21. See Players Club for complete details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Horton Group in Chicagoland if auto owners make sense for you.
Score a touchdown with your next vehicle at Bill Jacobs Auto Group. Whether you're in the market for a brand new BMW, Volkswagen, Mini, Jaguar, or Land Rover, we've got the perfect play for you. Every car comes with Bill Jacobs Total Mile Protection. Enjoy a 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on new cars and a 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty on used cars. Visit us in Naperville and Hinsdale today. At Bill Jacobs, the cars bring you in and the experience brings you back.
Hi, this is Jeff Joniak here to tell you about Ego Outdoor Power Equipment. Did you know that all Ego 56-volt batteries are universal? I love them. My lawnmower, string trimmer, and blower all share the same powerful 56-volt Ego Arc lithium battery. With over 90 Ego tools to choose from, you can build a powerful collection. Plus, Ego delivers the power of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. That's why Ego is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Learn more at egopowerplus.com.
Sylvie takes your calls at the half on ESPN Chicago.
Jeff and Tom and J-Mac in the studio. It is a 7-3 Bears lead. First out of 10, though, at the 49-yard line.
3 timeouts, huh?
What's that?
3 timeouts.
3 timeouts, so plenty of time.
Two timeouts.
I got too many things flashing in my face here.
2 timeouts.
2 timeouts. Doug said 3, now there's 2. Okay, Bears had 7 first quarter yards. They got 165 in the second quarter. Caleb has run 3 times for 37 yards. He scrambled for 23, and now he works from the logo. With a back to his left, 2 by 1. Back on the fake to throw. Caleb working the middle. He's got a Dunze shielding off the defender. Makes the catch near the 39-yard line and a first down. Nicely done on Ronald Darby, who has 101 pass breakups in his career, the former Eagle on the stop. But the Bears move the chains. Clock's winding at 1:39 to go in the first half, and the Bears taking their time, huddled up just outside the logo.
Nice aggressiveness by the offensive line as they had more of an attack protection instead of a setback, and I think it took the defensive line a little bit off guard. They didn't know whether to pass rush or look to disengage to stop the run.
Bears worked the huddle and moved the clock down to 6 on the play clock. 2x2 in a back. Williams gets the snap against the 4-man rush with time, looking. Now he comes underneath on the check down. Cole Kmet hip check down at the 35. He races to put the ball down, hands off to the official with 1:03 to go, and picks up 5, 2nd down and 5.
Hate those
ball on the 34-yard line.
Hate those late completions of the tight end, Jeff.
Yeah, I know.
Just worries me.
Again, 2x2. Now the back swift on the right of Caleb Williams. A 4-man rush. Snap. Looking to throw up in the pocket. Looking, scanning. Now he's going to have to leave the pocket. Gets a little shove out of the way from Jenkins. Now he has to throw it away. He was being approached there by a couple of Jacksonville defenders. Caleb's great at scanning the field, Tom. He is always darting his head around, looking before he even thinks about leaving the pocket. He's trying to trigger from the pocket, 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, but when he knew that the escape hatch was open, he took advantage of it, and he was able to draw the attention all the way to the sideline, then harmlessly throw a ball out of bounds without taking any punishment. I can live with that, too. Understanding what's inside the pocket, but when to get out of the pocket.
40 seconds to go. 9 of 12, 113 yards. He's thrown his 6th touchdown, but also his 5th interception this season. Ball in the 34 of Jacksonville. He empties the backfield. Roshan out in the flat. Snap back over the middle. Nice throw to Keenan Allen. Wedge between the linebacker and the defensive back, and the Bears get a 1st down to the 24-yard line. Clock winds the 35 and a timeout call. What a throw to Keenan Allen. He is Mr. 3rd down for his entire career. There's few, if any, that have had as many. Well, he's had the most in his career since 2013, but what an outstanding 3rd down weapon Keenan Allen is.
But nice job by Caleb, because Jacksonville Jaguars had 9 guys at or near the line of scrimmage, within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage and back. So any one of those guys are capable of coming. So Caleb did a nice job of patiently waiting to see who was covered, who was covering, and who was coming, and then he identified Keenan Allen, a guy that I think you got to keep included in this offense just to keep the pressure off of DJ, Rome, and the rest of the guys.
Yeah, he stuck it in there between the linebacker Chad Muma and the defensive back Darby. So now what does Shane Waldron have dialed up here in the final 35 seconds of the first half? Ball on the 24-yard line of Jacksonville. 2x2 and a back swift to the left of Caleb Williams. Eyeballing a 4-man front, safety's back corners up tight. Takes the snap. Good protection. Empties left to Swift. Low throw caught. 27 left of the 25. Banged out of bounds. Brown knocked him out. Gain of just 3. Stops the clock with 28 ticks.
Brown accepted a hit as much as he delivered a hit, because DeAndre Swift, he was going out of bounds with the intentions of leaving a little something behind for the defender to feel.
He is a very physical player.
Yes,
Miller, the 8 tackles, leading the way for Jacksonville. Darby with 5. So here we go. They're huddled up. Play clock down to 12 seconds with 28 to go on the game clock. 2nd down and 7 at the 21-yard line of Jacksonville. Bears with a 7-3 lead. Play clock now at 4. Caleb in the gun takes the snap. 4-man rush. Excellent protection. Braxton Jones clears the path as Caleb leaves the pocket, running left. 25-20. 15 to the 10. Takes on a defender. Plows through Brown down to the 1. 17 seconds. Timeout called. Caleb Williams that time taking on a defender. More green. And a money play that has the Bears 1st and goal at the 2, they call it. 19 more yards for Caleb. He's got 56 yards on 4 rushes.
And he's got 17 seconds with no timeouts from about the 2.5-yard line, 2-yard line. You know, you got to just, in this, what do you got? 3 plays max, 2 depending upon what you run.
First of all, a couple things. They're working the middle of the field significantly, and the way the rush is coming and how the Bears are blocking it has created a lot of space for Caleb to operate.
Yep.
If he's running or if he's throwing.
And the longer protection time he gets, that means the more the coverage is dragged downfield, and so like you said, that's why that area in the middle is open, because of the length of time.
The Bears have entered the Illinois State University red zone, and Caleb Williams from the 2. Left hash. Trio right, 1 to the left, single up top of the field. Snap is back. Caleb looks to the near side, throwing. in the back of the near side end zone corner. Cole Kmet, touchdown Bears on Darnell Savage. Cole Kmet leaking behind Savage and gets his second touchdown catch today. It's a 2-yarder, and the Bears have opened up a 13-3 lead on Jacksonville. And the home standing Bears are going bananas.
Great read by Caleb there, and he knew it the whole time. He looked at the coverage at the line of scrimmage before the ball was ever snapped. He knew exactly where he was going to go with it, waited for Cole to get open, perfect delivery.
Well, the thing is, Savage was covering a Dunze and didn't drop quick enough to take on Cole Kmet, who was let to run to the corner. Snap by Cole, because if you're just joining us, and the extra point is good, 14-3, an injury to Scott Daly on a punt return coverage, and that put him out for the rest of the game with a knee injury. 14-3 Bears. So let me go back to our red zone read, because the fine folks at Illinois State University are sponsors, and the Bears go to work in the Illinois State University red zone. Go to illinoisstate.edu/visit to schedule your visit to campus and see why students and parents alike love Illinois State. And Bears touchdowns brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana, located 30 minutes from Soldier Field, I-80-94, exit 6. How about that for a 3-minute drive, Tommy? 10 plays and 85 yards, and Caleb deserves a lot of the credit with his scrambles to set up the touchdown.
Yeah, it was when they needed to get maximum amount of yards. He was able to. He got physical at the end of that quarterback scramble, lowered her shoulder, got a couple extra yards out of it. DeAndre Swift made a big play with an outlet pass and delivered a little bit of a shot to the defender himself. And so the Jacksonville Jaguars know that no matter who they're up against, they're gonna deliver you a shot. And so every one of these guys have done it, and they gotta keep it up as they 13 seconds will go into the locker room at halftime.
Well, Mercedes Lewis talked about the other day, had a chance to visit with him, 3 touchdowns he had here in 17. Well, Cole Kmet's got 2 in the first half, so he's off to a big start to match Big Dog.
And 2 extra point snaps.
Right. That counts for something.
Yeah.
He's the counter for all the points, Tom. Here's the boot by Santos, and returnable. It's up. Jones to the 20, middle of the field, 25, and he's blasted there. Jack Sanborn leading the brigade. He's not the only one. There were 3 of them, but you always know when Sanborn lays the wood there, because the guy goes back on his back.
Only 6 seconds left on the clock, so I would imagine this is a victory formation, unless they say, hey, let's see if we can get somebody behind.
Listen, man, Brian Thomas had an 80-something yard catch last week, but
I
think you're right. Williams, by the way, Caleb Williams, 2 rushes on that 10-play drive for 42 yards. Now the Bears go to halftime with a very nice-looking 14-3 lead. They outgain Jacksonville 216-14 in that second quarter. Caleb Williams off to a 2-touchdown, 1-interception start. Coming up next, Mark Silverman and his halftime show, and your phone calls on the Bears Radio Network.
Our patient Mike had blood clots deep in his lungs that were putting his heart under major duress. Using a minimally invasive procedure pioneered by our team, we were able to clear them.
Top ranked in Illinois for heart and vascular by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Memorial Hospital used tiny balloons to widen the vessels in his lungs, the first in Illinois to master this breakthrough method.
As Mike's nurse, I'm proud to have helped him breathe freely again.
Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Some people like A and others like B. At BMW, we prefer X. Like the dynamic X3, meant for ultimate exploration. The X5, built to conquer even the most difficult paths. Or the pinnacle of comfort and luxury, the X7. And since every X-Range vehicle is packed with performance and versatility, you'll always get the best of X. The BMW X-Range. Your next X-Venture starts here. Take advantage of exceptional lease and finance offers today.
Your company can save money by becoming more energy efficient. In fact, the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program can help your business find up to 35% in energy savings, resulting in lower energy costs. At ComEd, we're not just moving toward a clean energy future. We're powering the future of your business. Sign up for your free facility assessment at ComEd.com/poweringbiz. Terms and conditions apply. Offers are subject to change. Actual savings will vary by customer's usage and rate. The ComEd Energy Efficiency Program is funded in compliance with state law.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right. And naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Beyond the bottle, Tito's has gained a reputation for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits around the world to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's and learn more at titosvodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Here comes It's halftime on the Chicago Bears radio network. Here's Mark Silverman.
All right, we got happy halftime. 14-3, the Bears lead at the half. It didn't look that way early either. After a couple of 3-and-outs and the Jaguars marching downfield, it looked like they would score a touchdown. The Bears held them to 3. Take your phone calls at 312-332-3776. We have a couple of open lines. Usually when it's not happy, they're all taken before we even start. So if you want to bring your opinions, 312-332-3776. A couple of notes. Caleb Williams, 12 of 15, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns, both to Cole Kmet. Peggy Kaczynski with a line of the day so far, saying, when's the last time your long snapper accounted for 2 touchdowns in a Bears game? It's a great line by Peggy. And then, of course, the DJ Moore interception pass where Caleb Williams put too much air under it. If he throws it to the pylon, it's 6. It's 3rd and 1 on that play. I like the play call, guys. I know we're probably going to get some calls on that. It's 3rd and 1. Some people probably think pick up the first down. I like going for the big play there. It was open. Caleb will hit that in the future. That's a play that he's got to hit. At the very least, you cannot throw an interception there, and then you live for a 4th down play and you convert it on 4th down and keep the drive moving. But on a positive note there, how are you going to respond? The defense, as always, picks you up. And then what does Caleb Williams do? Caleb Williams marches him downfield, and he's doing it a lot with the legs. He has 56 yards rushing. That leads them in rushing for the game. So we're talking about nearly 200 yards of total offense for Caleb Williams in the first half by himself. I like they're getting Rome Odunze involved. A big 3rd down conversion by Keenan Allen on that last drive, and Cole Kmet the 2 touchdowns. 312-332-3776. I hated the overturn on the Edmonds forced fumble and fumble recovery. We continue to debate what is a catch, what is possession. I thought that was enough for a possession. It should have been a catch and a fumble. I love the way the defense has played, especially when they picked up big chunk yardage on that first drive. Eberflus and his crew has done a great job of bouncing back. And Kyler Gordon. Oh, Kyler Gordon, you have played a great first half, and he's all over the field. He's coming on the blitz. He's tackling. He's playing physical football. I love what I'm seeing. 332-3776. Let's go to your phone calls. Those are some of my first half observations. Dennis is in Arizona. I'll be there next month for the Bears game, taking the family there. Dennis, what's on your mind at half?
Hey, Sylvie, thanks for taking my call. They're so successful out of hurry up. Why not they run it more? Bear down.
Yeah, I think they're running it as much as they can. I think once they get some positive momentum going, and I think not only does Caleb benefit from it, I think DeAndre Swift benefits from it. Once they get that defense a little bit breathing heavy and a little bit off balance, I think that's where the run game works best. So I agree with you. Up tempo, and we've got to give Shane Waldron some credit too. He's taken some beatings here, including by me. And last week he came out with a good game plan. The play that he drew up for the first touchdown by Cole Kmet was a beautiful play. So we always bash the offensive coordinator. I like the up tempo, and I like some of the play designs he's had in the first half. Craig in Indiana, you're on ESPN 1000 on our flagship and the Bears Radio Network. What's up, Craig?
Sylvia, I'll be quick. We have the world watching our generational quarterback
and not talking about the other bad thing that happens in Chicago on the south side. Let's go. Bear down. Let's celebrate the good stuff when we see it.
I agree with you. I think Caleb Williams is going to be special. I already think he's got the building blocks of being special. Again, it comes with the territory of a young quarterback. That's a throw he's got to make, and people will point that out. He's still, with that missed throw, with that interception, has a quarterback rating of 114. It's really, really good. He has 3 incompletions. He's picking his times when he's running the football. So there's nothing not to like from Caleb Williams. He'll learn from those mistakes, and I love the bounce back with a touchdown drive. Stephen Bridgeport, it's Bears 14, Jaguars 3. What's on your mind at halftime?
Hey, what a great start for this offense, specifically Cole Kmet. It's fantastic to know that you can really center a game around a mismatch like that against a cover like tight ends one-on-one. He's getting open a lot, and I think he's honestly a top 3, in my opinion, pass-catching tight ends in the league right now. He's really showing off today.
Look, and he'll block. He missed a block on a screen earlier to DJ, and I'm done with the wide receiver screens, by the way. But yeah, he's fantastic. And then to step in and to be your long snapper, you got to keep stepping on the gas. I don't want this game to come down to a field goal, guys, especially if it's a longer field goal with the operation with your long snapper out. So keep the offense running high. Nick in Virginia, you're on the halftime shows. The Bears lead 14-3. What's on your mind, Nick?
I got to say, got to give Shane Waldron some credit here. He's got to keep doing what he's doing, especially with Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet has unlocked the offense. I think he's really proved himself to be a valuable catcher, and I think we got to keep scheming up plays for him.
I agree. And there's so many guys to scheme up plays. There's Rome. There's DJ. There's Keenan Allen. There's Cole Kmet. DeAndre Swift. They're better when he runs the football. Bears lead 14-3. Let's take 10 seconds for all of our stations to identify themselves. This is the Chicago Bears Radio Network.
This is the new home of the Bears. ESPN Chicago. WMVP. WTBC HD2. Chicago.
I know who is the early leader for the Binny's Toast of the Game after the game. It's brought to you by Binny's Beverage Depot. Binny's, Chicago, family-owned since 1948. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Bears lead 14-3. Jeff and Tom with their second half action. Got to continue to step on the gas on the Bears Radio Network.
Jeff Joniak and Tom Thayer, the call of the game next. ESPN Chicago.
Accumulation, preservation, generation. At Busey Bank, these are the principles we use to build meaningful financial partnerships with our clients and their families. With sound advice and vast resources, partner with Busey for a personalized approach to your legacy. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
Enter for a chance to win tickets to see the Bears at home on November 10th. Edmunds is the name in car shopping, and Chicago Bear Tremaine Edmunds is the name you want on defense. They're teaming to bring you the name of the game sweepstakes. 100 fans will win tickets and parking. Some will also score upgrades like pregame on-field passes. Go to Edmunds.com/gameday to enter by October 15th. That's Edmunds with a U.com/gameday. And remember, whether you're buying or selling a car, Edmunds is the name of the game.
Hi, this is Dave Musil, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electric. You've seen those free furnace ads, or those free with the purchase of any air conditioner. Well, we all know those are too good to be true. At Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electric, we give an upfront, honest price. And I personally guarantee to beat any buy one, get one free offer by $1,000. Guaranteed. That's right, any free furnace offer, I'll beat it by $1,000. Guaranteed. So call today.
For all the right reasons, call it 664 Seasons.
In football, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, they save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut, delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Joniak and Thayer with Jason McKee. Bears football, ESPN Chicago.
Dominant second quarter has sparked the Bears to a 14-3 lead over Jacksonville as we start the third quarter here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium outside of London. Jeff Joniak, Tom Thayer with J-Mac in the studio to break things down as well. We'll get his thoughts in a moment. Tom, what's the key to the second half here?
Be as stingy on first down rushing as you've been in the beginning of this game. First down rushing, 7 for 22, 3.1 yard average, but 10 of those were by Trevor Lawrence. So if you can make those a one-dimensional type of an attack team, then make them and turn them in, and then sick the dogs on them, just like that pass rusher when you know it's an obvious offensive game plan.
Hey, one of the dogs today, J-Mac, Kyler Gordon, 6 first-half tackles and the tackles for loss. He is a money man when he's coming on the blitz. He's dangerous, making some big plays, and really made a dent in that Jacksonville offense this afternoon so far.
Yeah, he's really a utility knife. He can cover, he can blitz, and he's adept at timing the blitz, right? And Coach Flus has done a great job all year in calling the blitz and calling pressures at the right time. So let's continue to see that here in the second half to continue to keep Trevor Lawrence, off his game.
Here's a stat for you, Tommy and J-Mac. Caleb Williams on first down throwing the ball, 7 of 7, 67 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I like it, keeping Jacksonville Jaguars a little bit off balance. And because when you have the group of receivers and the offensive weapons, whether it's from the running back position, tight end, or wide receiver, you got Jacksonville into a coverage guessing game.
Komet is 5th 2-touchdown receiving game in his career, and the distribution has been good. 5 to the receivers, 4 to the tight ends, 3 to the running backs in the passing game. And the Bears field position, their own 19, Jacksonville, their own 28, and they will get the first crack at it here in the third quarter. They won the toss, they deferred, and Santos will get the ball on the 35 to kick it away.
Yeah, they've had some quality kickoff returns, so either, see if Santos kicks it in the end zone, I know you get the ball at the 30, or make Jacksonville susceptible to some type of blocking infraction.
Yeah, Bigsby had a 41-yard return. Here's the run-up and the boot by Santos, sends it in the air, and Bigsby to return from his 2-yard line, middle of the field, between the hash marks, now veering to the near side, gets a couple of blocks to the corner at the 25, and a hip check tackle delivered there by Jonathan Owens across the 30. Bigsby, not easy to put down, and a burst, explosive back, and Trevor Lawrence and company go to work. They really struggled in that second quarter.
Yeah, it's these returns I don't like because they're point of attack runs. So the blocking scheme up in front is there. It's about hold development, and then the returner knows exactly where he's going.
The second half kickoff brought to you by Great Clips. At Great Clips, they save your haircut details and clip notes so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. Download their app today. Great Clips, it's going to be great. From the 34, left to right for Jacksonville. White on black and black helmets. They have an orbit motion for Brian Thomas as Lawrence goes to throw. Pressure was going to come from Gordon, but he throws to Ingram, and he breaks a tackle. Gives up the ball as he goes down. Scooped up by the Bears. Hicks got it. Turns to the 39-yard line and brought down there by Trevor Lawrence. Evan Ingram had a big catch and run, and before he's going down to the ground, he was stripped of the ball.
It was a fumble, recovery by the defense. First down, Chicago.
Last time this happened, it was overturned on Tremaine Edmonds.
Right, that's what I was going to say. Could be that. Now that ball was coming out before Evan Ingram was down.
I certainly hope you are right. Tripped up on the play by Jalen Jones, punched out by Edwards, and recovered by Elijah Hicks. Bears have the football, the 41-yard line of Jacksonville. How about that to start the second half? Start as strong as you finish the first half. Wow.
Remember, after the last fumble by Tremaine, they had a timeout going, but they not here.
That big defensive play brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. Don't miss the Benny's Toast of the Game of the fourth quarter. Benny's, Chicago family owned since 1948. If you can't find it at Benny's,
it's probably not worth drinking.
Time to strike. 11:49 to go here in the third. They motion Everett to the right slot. Outside of him, Allen, left side. Another receiver snap. Caleb had all day to throw, goes to the left side, and Swift tries to break the tackle of Brown, and then he's stymied there by Muma, and he was put down at the 41-yard line. He had Komet there too, but it chose either option.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Interesting decision there, rather go to the running back than the tight end, and I thought Cole had already advanced a couple more yards upfield.
And no gain. Bears the lead in the ball, 14-3. Snap, here is Caleb on the give. Swift with Jenkins out in front. He is turned away. They come off, and it's Lloyd making the tackle. Lloyd, a first-round pick as well for Jacksonville.
Gain of 2, though, on that run. Lloyd in his third year out of Utah, the 27th overall pick. He's been bothered by a knee at times. Aloakon, one of their star linebackers, Tom, he's been on the injured list. Their best corner's been on the injured list, so they've been banged up.
Well, that's why they're trying some of those interior runs, that time led by Gerald Everett, inside that wham call, where you're going to block an interior defensive lineman, a lot of times trying to cut him off his feet, but the defense won the play.
Swift now passing 3,000 yards after that 2-yard run in his career. 3rd down and 8. Ball at the 39-yard line. Play clock to 2. Caleb needs the ball, gets it. 4-man rush, looks to throw. Guns the middle, and he puts some heat on it, and it's a first down catch inside the 30 to Keenan Allen. The 3rd down man. He's a chain mover, folks. That's what he does. But how about the heat on that missile?
Got one
Injured
player
Jaguar,
down.
yeah.
You know, that's one thing about Keenan. Only had 3 catches each of the last 2 games. And he's a guy that you got to keep active in this offense because Keenan Allen really opens up opportunities, bigger play opportunities for Rome and DJ. Got 2 guys down for Jacksonville, Big Jeff.
Savage was one of the initial tacklers along with Jarian Jones, the rookie out of Florida State. That's a 15-yard catch over the middle. Again, over the middle, Tom.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, you got to give props. Oh, we're going to break. 2 injured players on the field. The Bears, the lead in the ball, 14-3 here in the 3rd on the Bears Radio Network.
What would you do with $1 million? Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana wants to give you the chance to find out in our $1 million giveaway. Earn July 1st through December 27th. Then join us each Friday for your chance to win a grand finale spot for a 1 in 500 chance to be the guaranteed winner of $1 million. The $1 million giveaway, exclusively at Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana. Must be 21. See Players Club for complete details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Bosch tools are built for workers. Bosch's powerful hammer drill has kickback control to help work go more smoothly when you need it. The 2-in-1 impact driver and wrench quickly changes between bits and sockets, so you only need 1 tool instead of 2. And the X-Lock grinder switches wheels up to 5 times faster than standard grinders. Bosch tools take care of the job and you. Bosch tools, what hard workers deserve. Learn more at BoschTools.com.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste and only great taste.
The Miller Brewing Company would like to issue a correction. Miller Lite is brewed to be less filling. What are you doing here?
Miller Lite tastes great.
Look, I'm just reading the script. It says less filling.
That's not what my script says.
Well, mine says.
We'd like to apologize for the previous announcers. Miller Lite is in fact less filling and tastes great. Time to shine, legal guy.
Celebrate responsibly. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Beer. 96 calories and 3.2 grams carbs per 12 ounces. Fewer calories and carbs than premium regular beer.
Dear Truckin' Awesome. Want more horsepower in the stable? The Tundra iForce Max is all the truck you need with its electrifying twin-turbo V6. Saddle up the Tacoma TRD Pro. Its segment-first performance seats smooth the shocks when things get bumpy. And the Toyota 4Runner tames the trails when nature plays tough. And that signature power rear window? Oh, yes, sir. Toyota Trucks. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hear Bears games on the ESPN Chicago app.
Caleb Williams running for first downs. He's throwing the football over the middle of the field, spreading it around, and the Bears are attacking again with a 14-3 lead here in the 3rd, just about 2 minutes gone by. 2 injured players off the field now, Savage and Jarian Jones. So replacements are in, and the Bears are first down and 10 at the 28-yard line of Jacksonville. Right to left. They motion Everett. Back to throw. Caleb with time, dumps it on a screen. Swift breaking away, middle of the field, running right to the 15, to the 10, down to the 9, to the 8. Brought down finally. Bears are adding it up on the 10-plus double-digit plays. That is their 12th of the day. 15 yards. Bears are first and goal at the 9-yard line of Jacksonville, and they have once again entered the Illinois State University red zone.
Perfectly run screen there, patiently run by everybody. Important by the offensive line, quarterback, and the running back.
Swift on the left hip of Caleb. Slot to the left, DJ Moore, 2 by 2. Snap, Caleb looking right, now looking left. Guns it on the slant, caught. That is DJ Moore at the 5, and he's hit and brought down there by Cisco, the safety, Andre Cisco, a very physical ball hawk who has an interception of Caleb Williams today. It is second and goal at the 5.
That was the third option there for Caleb. His first two options were over to the right-hand side of the field. Swung his eyes all the way back, was able to see DJ, and threw him a pass.
Allen and DJ to the right. DJ's the slot, two tight ends, left side of the line. Snap. Williams rolling the pocket to the right, looking. Now he has to throw it away. Ran out of space and time. Everybody was bottled up on the right side. They took just half the field to work with there on a rollout to the right.
You know, you're running towards the short side of the field, moving pocket with two of your best receivers over there. So there's a lot of attention already being paid over there. And then when the quarterback starts dragging the white jerseys over there, that field opportunity is going to condense immediately.
This is the Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana, second half, and the Bears looking for more points. Third down and goal at the 4-yard line of Jacksonville, right to left here on the third. Roshan Johnson in the lineup, orbit motion from right to left. Snap to Williams, looking to throw right at the goal line. Pass is caught to the pylon in tight coverage. Touchdown! Touchdown, Bears! Are they going to give it to him, though?
I don't know.
Keenan Allen, the reception. Penalty marker down, though.
The one official only has one hand up, Jeff, and it's right at about the 6-inch line.
But the flag as well.
Let's see what we got.
Legal motion. Wait.
Illegal shift.
Legal
Offense.
shift.
Two players move without reset prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
3 weeks in a row now they've had one of those penalties.
What's the fix?
Well, I mean, it's not like it's so egregiously abused by the offense. It's just that making sure that everybody breaks the huddle. They're confirmed in their assignment, their landmark of where to line up, and then stay still if you're supposed to be still.
Only the second penalty a day for the Bears. 4 of 7 on third down. Here's Caleb with Roshan to his left. DJ out to the left side, right side. Slotting Adunze with Komet and Keenan Allen. Snap to Caleb. Good protection. Middle of the field. Up in the air. Over the middle. For the touchdown. Touchdown, Bears. And it's Keenan Allen. What a throw, what a catch, and the Bears extend their lead to 20-3 over Jacksonville. How about that?
What a catch, man. We've seen great catches by DJ Moore. Now a great catch by Keenan Allen in the end zone over the last couple weeks.
Keenan Allen's first touchdown as a Bear, his 60th NFL receiving touchdown. Little stick route, I guess that they call that maybe, on Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. The size and the location married up. Now the extra point. High snap, pulled down. Swinging the right leg. Santos punches it through. Cole Kmet, 3 for 3, snapping it on extra points with an injured Scott Daly. 7-play, 41-yard drive in 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Bears touchdowns are brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. Bears opening up a big second half lead here on Jacksonville on the Bears Radio Network.
Property managers and GCs use FinishingChicago.com's contractors for finishes and protective coatings in the most iconic venues, interior spaces, and essential infrastructure. Our painters apply industry-leading commercial and industrial finishes inside and out, so your biggest assets always put their best square footage forward. FinishingChicago.com has your free list of painting, wall covering, glass systems, drywall finishing, and signage contractors. For a great finish, start with FinishingChicago.com.
$2.25 million. The Verdoliak Law Group wins again for their clients. That's right. The Verdoliak Law Group recovered $2.25 million for a client who was injured in an auto accident. If you're injured, make sure to call the Verdoliak Law Group. Playing professional football and being on the radio for many years, I've had the opportunity to endorse many products and companies, but this is special. The Verdoliak Law Group, owned by close friends, has been helping people for 60 years. They've even taken care of my neighbors and close friends. I truly believe in them. When you need a doctor, you look for the experience and the skill. The same goes when you're choosing a lawyer. The Verdoliak Law Group has recovered over $9 billion for clients and served more than 40,000 people. Whether it's personal injury, auto or truck accidents, wrongful death, or medical malpractice, call my friends at Verdoliak Law Group. The Verdoliak Law Group has done great for my friends and neighbors. They will do great for you, too. Call them today at 844-4VLG-LAW.
It's time to enter the Verizon Flyaway Sweepstakes. This is your chance to win a trip for you and a guest to see the Bears play in San Francisco. The Carmen and Yurko Show is going back on the road to watch our favorite football team. One winner and a guest will win airfare, hotel, and tickets to see the game and lunch with me and Johnny Hansen. Hurry to select Chicagoland Verizon locations or go to ESPNChicagoContest.com to find the Verizon Flyaway trip page and enter by October 20th. No purchase necessary to enter. Must be legal U.S. resident of eligible zip codes, age 21 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit ESPNChicagoContest.com.
This is the Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana second half.
21-3, Bears have the lead, and Santos will kick it away after a third touchdown throw by Caleb Williams. 2 to Cole Kmet, now 1 to Keenan Allen, his 60th in the NFL. First with the Bears, that's 8 TD passes on his last 91 throws. And over the past couple of weeks, he's been the third-rated quarterback in the NFL. That's only going to improve. He's at a 120 rating right now.
Super happy for Keenan Allen. He's a guy that's played this game for a long time successfully.
Santos the boot. And this one a little deeper for Bigsby. Thought about coming out, but now takes a knee on the painted Chicago in black letters in the end zone. So a 30-yard line start for Jacksonville. A little out of sorts since that first drive, Tom. That first drive of the game. They were stopped to a 3, and then the pickoff and some just excellent defense all the way around. They've slammed the door on the Jaguars, and 21 answered points by the Bears.
Have the same attitude that you had since the beginning of the game. Attack at the line of scrimmage, understand what you're seeing, and just don't give up the big yard-consuming play.
Little shift by the Bears up front. This time does not draw a false start from Jacksonville, but play clock's winding down. They motion a receiver into the right slot. That's Tim Jones. Gordon's blitzing, and they run. And Gordon right at the center of it, Tommy. Comes with a blocker that was trying to put him down to the ground and still got in the way of Tank Bigsby. Little help from Edwards as well, but that was a heck of a play by Kyler Gordon.
Yeah, they're going to try to stay in that up-tempo, but where Kyler Gordon lines up, it puts uncertainty in the blockers at the line of scrimmage. And you got to make sure that if you have a combination block that you're all on the same page. And, you know, it's been 2 inefficient blocks when Kyler shows his face.
7th tackle of the day. 2nd down and 8. Football at the 32-yard line of Jacksonville. They're left to right. Snap, play fake, looking to throw with time. Now running out of time with pressure coming. Rolling to his left. Lawrence going to tuck it. And he runs out of bounds, untouched, crossing the 35-yard line. That's there where they put him out. There was a block being maintained on the edges. There's an injured Bear off of that block. And that is, I believe, Kyler on all fours right now. He was being blocked on the far sideline in front of the Bears bench, and he is being helped to the sideline.
All right, so I mean,
playing, that's.
I guess you have to think: can you match wits with Jack Sanborn in the lineup, or is there another defensive back that can play the same type of role that Kyler Gordon does? And Josh Blackwell is in the game right now, and they are still loaded with DBs.
At this moment, 3 starters out, and Josh Blackwell, backup nickel, and an outstanding special teams player, getting some defensive snaps, which he did receive last season. 3rd down and 4 now for Jacksonville. They are 2 of 6 on 3rd down.
Tremaine and TJ up over in the A gaps.
They bring Dearness Johnson to the left hip of the quarterback,
safety.
Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, 1 safety deep. They fling it out to the near flat. It is caught, and slipping through a crack to get a first down in midfield is Christian Kirk. So Kirk picks up 14 for a first down.
There was so much open room in the defensive backfield. I didn't even see the one deep safety.
Yeah.
And luckily enough, they had somebody there but the running back or the receiver went out of bounds in zone.
10 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Jalen Johnson got blocked. Trevor Lawrence on the handoff. Dearness Johnson gets plowed back by Taylor. Somebody was on the bottom of that, high-low, but into Bears territory near the 45-yard line. 21-3 Bears. Caleb Williams, 3 touchdown throws. 9:35 to go in the game, gain of 5. Excuse me, in the 3rd quarter, gain of 5.
DeMarcus Walker's been playing a nice game. Lateral pursuit that is factored in the tackles made. He's got some good rushes in the passing game, and he goes off on the sideline. They bring in a fresh rusher, and Austin Booker is over the left tackle.
Tackler Tom among defensive linemen. DeMarcus Walker with 3. 2nd and 6. Break the eye right. Under center, Lawrence, play fake, settles in the pocket with time, works it down the right sideline, up in the air, incomplete. And Brian Thomas Jr. could not find the ball because 53, the linebacker, T.J. Edwards, a matchup you would take all day long when you just match up speed. Brian Thomas runs a 4.33. But he had his back to him and he couldn't see it.
Well, Brian Thomas did beat T.J. Edwards to the spot, but T.J. Edwards just kept running and stayed, instead of face guarding, and he just kind of put his hands up and kept on running straight.
It hit Edwards in the back. Underthrown ball for Brian Thomas. 3rd down and 6. I smell a blitz. Lawrence in the gun. No blitz. They rush 4 with a twist, throwing to the near side. This time the pass caught by Ingram on Jalen Jones. And that is a 1st down for Jacksonville near the 36-yard line.
You just don't want Jacksonville to figure something out that they like on this drive and then continue to go. There's still so much time, 8:45 left in this 3rd quarter. Plenty of time. What's Kyler's status?
Blackwell still in there. He'll run the slot with Christian Kirk. He's giving him a little cushion. Shotgun for Lawrence, left to right, 4-man Bears rush. Safety's back. They play fake it. Now zips it quickly over the middle. Ingram running away from Edmonds. Byard trying to tackle him, and he runs inside the 25-yard line, down near the 23. Ingram, that is his security blanket. Yep. You want that security blanket wiped out. 13 yards and a 1st down for the Jacksonville offense.
And there was a lot of congestion in that offensive backfield, but Trevor Lawrence still stood in there tough and tall and was able to deliver it to Ingram.
7 targets, 7 catches, 86 yards for Ingram. Fake the gun run. They throw left, pass caught, and it's the receiver, Jalen Jones, to shove out the 0-man, Gabe Davis, who last week blew up on the sidelines at one point with his quarterback, Dexter Lawrence. Not sure what it was about, but came over here in free agency from Buffalo, picks up 8, and they're moving the ball, 2nd and 2.
That's not advisable to a $200 million quarterback. That gets you a new zip code somewhere else.
Football at the 15-yard line. They've entered the Bears' red zone on the 9th play of this drive. 21-3 Bears. Jacksonville threatening left to right. They'll start on the left hash. Billings with a little move call again. This time the Jaguars wise to it. 1 second on the clock. I don't know how they got it up, but they did. Lawrence to throw. Going to work it into the end zone. Batted away. Byard, the breakup on a throw to the tight end. Incomplete in the end zone, and a heck of a job defending the big tight end, Brenton Strange.
That would have been an interception of all-time interceptions after last week having the all-time interception of the last couple of years by Kevin Byard. Yep. This one would have been equally as sweet.
And it could have tipped off his hands into the hands of the tight end, who had a couple of touchdowns in Ingram's absence. Lawrence clearly likes working the ball to the tight end. 3rd and 2, ball on the 15. So they just need the 13 for a 1st down. Play clock down to 4. 7:13 in the 3rd. Snap to Lawrence, giving, and it is a 1st down run, and a good one there by Bigsby. He is a tank, gets low, and burrowed his way to the 11-yard line, and a fresh set of downs. And again, they don't need a 1st down. They don't need a touchdown. They get a 1st down to the 1, so they still are working the ball on a long drive, 11 plays deep.
Bigsby against Billings. Bigsby had a 4-yard running start and was able to power with low shoulders over the right-hand side of the offensive line.
Bears line up defensively. Sanborn in the base. Lawrence under center. Sends a man in motion. Josiah DeGara pitched to the left side to Bigsby. Sanborn does not have an angle. He gets by him, and then a penalty marker all over the place.
3 of them.
As the Bears finally get to Bigsby, but that'll be interesting.
Well,
not a 1st down run.
You know, Lawrence has 43 touchdowns and 6 interceptions in the red zone throughout his career.
Holding. Offense number 81. 10-yard penalty.
Josiah DeGara.
But he only has a 50% completion percentage in the red zone. So now you back him up. And now, is he going to reward you with throwing one to the good guys in blue?
I know things shrink up on the back end. But as you kept pointing out, tall and tough in the pocket.
Yep.
You think he could see a lot better at 6'6", especially in the red zone.
You know, and he's got a decent offensive line. Here he is in shotgun, one back to his right.
Play clock to 12. Shotgun back to his right. 3-by-1 setup. Bears are giving soft cushion all over the yard. Here's the snap. Good push to the pocket. Lawrence leading the pocket, chased by Walker. Throws to a wide open touchdown. Gabe Davis caught it at the 1, coming over the top. Elijah Hicks a little bit late on a 21-yard touchdown, their first of the day. It is now 21-9 Bears here in the third with 6:02 to play.
And that's where his power gets out of an opportunity for a sack. They have some defensive linemen that have his arms around him, but he's strong enough to pull away and get into a throwing lane.
After the penalty, backed him up. 21-yard touchdown. Extra point now. Out of hold of Logan Cook. Snap, kick is up, and he blasts it through. 21-10. Whole lot of football left to go. Bears have the lead with 6:02 to play. And we'd like to welcome in all the Bears fans listening in Rensselaer, Indiana on Q97.7 Classic Rock.
Former home, a training camp of the Chicago Bears.
Got it. And we also like to welcome in all the Bears fans listening in Rockford on 96.7 The Edge.
Rockford.
Thanks to Paul Zarang, our engineer. Oh, we're breaking. 21-10 Bears over the Jaguars on the Bears Radio Network.
The village of Bolingbrook is breaking out and elevating its game. Bolingbrook is rated as the third most diverse suburb and the only community in Illinois to make Fortune's top 50 places to live in 2023. Why? Over 50 corporate headquarters call Bolingbrook home, and it's a prime commuter destination right off I-55 and I-355. Elevate your future and the future of your business. Visit bebolingbrook.com. It's a great time to be Bolingbrook.
So you call your virtual insurance company to ask a simple question about your policy, but now you're on hold listening to this music while you wait and wait. Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and pick up the phone when you call, because you shouldn't be on hold so long that you memorize the music. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Horton Group in Chicagoland if auto owners make sense for you.
Ready for a luxurious and reliable driving experience? Visit Bill Jacobs Auto Group for premium brands like BMW, Volkswagen, Mini, Jaguar, and Land Rover. Enjoy our Bill Jacobs Total Mile Protection Warranty, a 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on every new car. Trust us to provide the peace of mind you deserve. Start your journey at BillJacobs.com. At Bill Jacobs, the cars bring you in, and the experience brings you back.
This is Jeff Joniak here to tell you about Ego Power Plus. Ego is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Take it from me. I love the 22-inch Select Cut self-propelled lawn mower. It cuts my lawn in a single charge. Ego delivers the power and performance of gas, but without the noise, fuss, or fumes. Ego's patented 56-volt arc lithium battery technology is the heart and soul of the system and what powers game-changing torque needed for demanding jobs. Learn more at egopowerplus.com. Ego, power beyond belief.
Get more Sylvie and partner Tom Waddle, weekdays 2 to 6.
Jeff and Tom and J-Mac with you from Tottenham. Bears have the lead 21-10. Their 21 unanswered point streak ends with a touchdown throw to Gabe Davis from Trevor Lawrence. And now the boot by Cam Little. Winds it up end over end, and they're not going to return it. Sails out of the back of the end zone, so nothing for DeAndre Carter and Khalil Herbert, so the Bears have to answer. They played great complimentary football all day long today. So many moments.
I love getting the ball at the 30, Jeff. It's a short field for the offense.
Time now for our Old National Bank sideline report from the studio in Chicago. J-Mac.
The status of Kyler Gordon to be critical for this Bears defense, as Coach Eberflus loves to blitz Kyler Gordon, who's the Bears' best blitzer in critical situations.
I'm with you, J-Man.
I don't know what his situation. He's had a heck of a game today. Heck of a game. 6:02 to go. Third quarter. Here's Caleb Williams. Swift to his right. DJ Moore set inside the numbers left. Double set to the right. Toss. Swift cuts back against the grain to the 35 and just tripped up at around the 38-yard line. I thought he was going places, Tommy. Thought he was going places, but you know, you got to gather, redirect, and then hit the gas again. He picks up 8, though, on first down.
We got the report about Kyler.
What is it?
It's not good. Gordon, hamstring, out.
He was grabbing the right hamstring. 5:38 to play, third quarter. Bears digging into that depth in the secondary. Thank goodness they've trained these guys. Blackwell, Jalen Jones, Elijah Hicks, second out and 2. Williams to throw out to the right. It's Big Dog with a catch. Mercedes Lewis reaching out. Will they give him the first down? Needs the just a hair outside the Bear 40, and they're not going to give it to him. 3rd down and short.
Still a good catch. I mean, good catch, put him in position to be successful. Bring in the big dogs, and here they are, 72-68, report.
And that would be Karan Amagashi and Doug Kramer, who got the international spotlight on him, Tom, in the interview.
It is a first down.
Oh, so now what do you do? Changing personnel, because out comes, now can Kramer and Amagashi come out?
Well, they want the clock reset. They are coming out, and they're bringing in the normal group of guys.
And Lewis is going out along with the Roschon. In comes DeAndre Swift. In comes Everett. In comes Komet.
That's okay. Good to, change personnel, get things straight. I would like to see what play they're going to run, though, with Karan and Doug.
First target and first catch of the year for Mercedes Lewis. Plenty to say at the media gathering internationally. Great guy, great speaker, great insight. Caleb making all those checks. You hear him checking everything up.
5 seconds.
On the play clock. He's got a power pistol. Swift behind him. He'll fake to Swift and looks to throw, stepping up. Now he's grabbed and brought down. The first man there was Hines Allen, and then finished up by number 90 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Azazi Onomawe, sack of 4 yards, a third of the day for Jacksonville. Second and 14.
They got a couple of good rushers on the outside, and Hines Allen and Walker, and if you give him any time, that eventually that interior force of that rush has a chance to help those outside defensive end close that pocket, and that was unescapable for Caleb.
Check it, my bet, second sack of the day. Otoho Mehu will get the credit for that one. Here's the snap and a swing pass out to the left side with blockers, and Swift gets to the 35, to the 40, and across the 40-yard line. On a second down throw, and the clock at 3:17 to go in the third quarter. It's 21-10. Bears have the lead and try now answer Jacksonville's touchdown. At 3rd and 8, they go hurry up. Caleb in the gun, Swift to his left, quick snap. Little stun up front, picked up beautifully by Pryor. Now man gets away from Darnell Wright, and down goes Caleb Williams. Sacked on the play by Trevon Walker, 3 last week against Indy. And, hey, these are 2 outstanding edge rushers. Penalty marker, though, in the secondary of Jacksonville. Let's see what's up. Oh, Bears get a break.
5-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
Bears get a penalty on their favor. It is 3rd down and 3 instead of 3rd down and 4th down and whatever. It was 3rd down and 8 on that snap.
I was about to say the Bears have only taken 3 minutes off of the clock on this drive here, and that's just not enough time of possession in order to keep Jacksonville, who maybe they feel they learned something with Kyler Gordon out of the lineup and areas of attack, and they've already missing a couple of defensive backs.
Bears are a +4 in penalties. Jacksonville with 6, Bears with 2. Quarter 3, here's the snap. Williams looking to throw. Pressure coming, getting by Pryor. Williams has to throw it away because the pressure was coming hard. Ventrell Miller in a penalty again. On a 3rd and 3.
Interference on Jacksonville.
And it's going to be a first down Bears by penalty. Oh, my
Defense
goodness.
number 25. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Ronald Darby does get a little grabby at times, and the penalty is a huge one. The Bears were down and out with that, and now a 1st and 10 awaits. And the penalty first downs near the top of the NFL for the Bears. They keep on getting these plays, and it's not just the defense making the penalty, it's what you're dealing with that causes the penalty, and I think the Bears' talent causes these first down penalties. They get a little grabby trying to defend these types of players. Here's Caleb again. You hear him barking the signals. 8 on the play clock. First down to the 48-yard line of Jacksonville on the NFL logo. Takes a snap, toss right. Out in front, Komet with a block. And Swift gets a run inside the 35 to the 30-yard line and down near the 29 of Jacksonville. They're going to call it the 31, it looks like.
You said that one defensive back, he's a little grabby. So if the Bears go a tempo offense and they keep the personnel in there that they would like to challenge the defenders with, maybe that's exactly, the benefit of having that tempo offense.
17 more yards for Swift. Here's Caleb. He's got a trio with Komet, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore. All have touched the ball today. More checks at the line of scrimmage. Play clock at 5. Williams has got to get everybody set. Play clock at 3. 2, snap at 1, looking left, Williams, tight pocket, stepping up, lowers his head because he knew he was getting hit, and down he goes. Hopefully he got back to the line of scrimmage on that one, thereabouts the 31-yard line. Looks like he did. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Clock at 1:43 to go in the third quarter. The Bears up 21-10.
Fortunate to have a couple penalties to help him take some time off the clock. And, they're kind of in an interesting area of the field. If they didn't get a first down and Cole is snapping for field goals, would they make, if it was third and short, 4th and short, would they consider different options because of it?
So, sidecars to either side. Keenan Allen empties out to the left. Swift to the right. Snap to Williams. Pressure immediately coming. They read out the screen, and they blow that one up. Swift was the target to the right. Caleb was in retreat. And, it seems like as this game wears on here, Jacksonville getting a little bit better beat on the Bears offense and their plan.
Yeah, to me it looked like Darnell moved about a half a second earlier than Caleb called for the snap of the ball. And if that gives a jump to the defensive end across from him, then that's already a distraction in Caleb's face. And you saw that one. He just turfed it at the field of DeAndre Swift. Didn't attempt a completion.
Caleb is 19 of 24 for 180 yards and 3 touchdown passes. And he has been sacked, 1 interception, of course, and sacked 3 times. Takes the snap, back to throw. Protection holds, goes out to the left, zips it to Roschon Johnson. Could not quite bust the tackle of Andre Sisco on a run to the left. He'll get near the 30-yard line, the 29-yard line, and a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long for the Bears.
We have an injured player, too. We got the training staff on the field.
And a penalty marker in the secondary again.
It was DJ.
DJ Moore.
He's up.
And another penalty marker in the secondary.
Holding. Defense, number 25.
Wow.
5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Darby again. Ronald Darby. 2 on this drive.
That's what I'm saying. You have personnel that you match up well against, and if Darby's a little bit insecure, he's grabbing all the way down to Roma Dunze.
I mean, after a while,
it's not
you're going to get caught down.
Well, yeah, but there's nothing you can do about it because you're not changing personnel, and the Bears are keeping their.
Well, no, my point is, as a defender, like when you're so grabbed, you think they're not watching?
No, I mean, you give up a first down or a touchdown.
Yeah.
It's one of the two.
1st and 10 of the 26-yard line. This drive kept alive by 3 penalties. Snap, handing off. Swift blasting up the middle with a big hole. 15, 10, bangs down near the 7. Opened up beautifully. And Swift hit the gas. Picks up 18 more. And Swift is having himself a nice afternoon run of the football. Now with 13 carries, 81 yards, 120, more than that for the Bears now with the 140 yards rushing the football, and they go to work at 1st and goal of the 7 in the Illinois State University red zone. Williams under center and 1 back set, that's Swift. Adunze out to the right. Tight ends either side. Snap, take, turn, giving to Swift. Swift slipped a tackle and rolls down inside the 2. How he slipped that tackle and somersaulted down inside the 5-yard line, I don't know.
Little Z's an Illinois State graduate.
I sure do. He's very proud.
I think we get him on the sideline wearing his Illinois State Letterman sweater.
What did he earn that for? Exactly. I dare ask. We are through 3 quarters, and the Bears knocking on Jacksonville's door once again. 21-10. Bears lead the Jaguars on the Bears Radio Network.
Hearing vital organs would be temporarily removed to reach my cancer had me speechless. I'm Jessica, and my team at Northwestern Memorial Hospital coordinated a complex surgery to save my life.
Nationally ranked for cancer by U.S. News and World Report, Jessica's team temporarily removed her liver and kidney to reach the tumor, replace the damaged vein, and eliminate the cancer in her heart.
My team stopped at nothing, and now nothing can stop me.
Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Hi, this is Dave Musil, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electric. You've seen those free furnace ads, or those free with the purchase of any air conditioner. Well, we all know those are too good to be true. At Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electric, we give an upfront, honest price. And I personally guarantee to beat any buy one, get one free offer by $1,000. Guaranteed. That's right, any free furnace offer, I'll beat it by $1,000. Guaranteed. So call today.
For all the right reasons, call 866 4 Seasons.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste and only great taste.
The Miller Brewing Company would like to issue a correction. Miller Lite is brewed to be less filling. What are you doing here?
Miller Lite tastes great.
Look, I'm just reading the script. It says less filling.
That's not what my script says.
Well, mine said.
We'd like to apologize for the previous announcers. Miller Lite is in fact less filling and tastes great. Time to shine, legal guy.
Celebrate responsibly. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Beer. 96 cows and 3.2 grams carbs per 12 ounces. Fewer cows and carbs than premium regular beer.
Do you hear that? That is the sound of BMW performance without a single piston or cylinder. A generation of all-electric vehicles designed and built like no other. The BMW iX, i7, and i4 revolutionize every drive into a thrilling opportunity to feel the pure rush of BMW 100% electric. But isn't that what you'd expect from the ultimate electric driving machine? Take advantage of exceptional lease and finance offers today.
This is the Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana second half.
Jeff Joniak's out there and J-Mac at our studios in Chicago. Welcome to the fourth quarter now. Here in London with a decidedly Bears crowd. They are making a lot of noise. You see navy blue and orange all over the joint. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium coming alive. Little Neil Diamond, Tommy. Big fan?
Yeah, I am. I'm a big fan of Neil Diamond and the running game. The Bears, 7.3 yards per run, Jeff. And when you look at 2nd and 3, you know, I mean, this is an invitation to...
Yep, 2nd and goal at the 3.
Yes.
They put Caleb under center, a bunch set of tight ends and a Dunze to the right. Swift the back, takes a snap, 3 steps, throwing, lob, left corner of the end zone. Keenan Allen. Touchdown! Touchdown Bears! Working on Brown. 2 touchdowns for Cole Kmet. 2 touchdowns for Keenan Allen. And a 4-pack for number 18, Caleb Williams, on the international stage here in London. And the Bears increase their lead to 27-10, point pending.
There's a little conversation going on between the officials right now. Let's confirm, verify that it was a catch, feed in, and control.
I got a man on the case. He says, foot down, grab, toe down, touchdown Bears. Let's go with it. How about it?
Yeah, they're setting up the ball. Let them kick.
Bears touchdowns brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana. And once again, if you're just joining us, Cole Kmet pulling double duty today. About to snap again. Scott Daly left in the first half with a knee injury. He's the backup snapper. He's on the ball. Awaiting Torrey Taylor's sign. He puts it down. Kicked by Santos. It is up. It is good. And the Bears extend their lead and answer the touchdown by Trevor Lawrence. It is 28-10 Bears. Continue to keep that arm's length away from this Jacksonville team in at 1-4 off of a big win over Indianapolis last week after starting 0-4. But how about the placement of that throw by Caleb Williams out of real estate? Connects with Keenan Allen on a 10-play, 70-yard drive. 6 minutes and 6 seconds. We'll break here on the 4th on the Bears Radio Network.
What would you do with $1 million? Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana wants to give you the chance to find out in our $1 million giveaway. Earn July 1st through December 27th. Then join us each Friday for your chance to win a grand finale spot for a 1 in 500 chance to be the guaranteed winner of $1 million. The $1 million giveaway, exclusively at Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana. Must be 21. See Players Club for complete details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Dear football fans, Toyota's leading the drive to victory. The Corolla and all-hybrid Camry make big plays with style and efficiency. RAV4 is a versatile game changer. Highlander's got room for your whole squad. And the rugged Tacoma and Tundra control the line of scrimmage. They've all got available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive too. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
We all know going solar is a great way to help create a healthier, cleaner planet. But the first step is finding a solar solution that makes sense for you. You may have questions about cost and convenience. ComEd has answers and tools, like a solar calculator, to help you see all your options. You don't even need solar panels to benefit from solar power. You just need the right information. Go to comed.com/solar to find a solar solution that works for you.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right. And naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything. From the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Beyond the bottle, Tito's has gained a reputation for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits around the world to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's and learn more at titosvodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Lance Briggs in studio, Monday, 9:30 with Cap and Jay Hood.
All right, through 3 quarters. Get a load of this, Bears. I mean, you talk about balance, Tommy. We ask for it all the time. 146 on the ground, 175 through the air for 321. Jacksonville held to 45 on the ground, 215 for the game. The Bears with 21 first downs and just 2 penalties. 3 first downs by penalty. Here's the boot by Santos. Sails to the goal line. Here's Bigsby with a head start. 5, 10, 15, 20. A little stumble at the 25. Ball's ripped out of there. On the ground. Piled up at the 35. Oh, my goodness. Bears look like they have it. Celebration underway by Daniel Hardy and company. Got to see the rip on that one. It happened so fast. Bigsby kind of stumbled.
I think he's calling Jacksonville ball.
It's Jacksonville football. But how about that?
Yeah.
This knowledge that has been passed down from Charles Peanut Tillman about constantly raking at the ball. He talks to these guys. It was Daniel Hardy. Daniel Hardy with the rip. That's why he was so happy. And a near recovery by the Bears. That'll put you on your heels as an offense right now. The Bears are preying on that football.
Bigsby, I mean, that would have just put, I'm not saying it would have tanked the game, but it sure would have given Bears great field position.
That's awesome stuff by a player we absolutely loved. Coming at it the long way and the hard way, being a special teams weapon right now. Lawrence on the snap. Pockets clean with time, throws left. It's Ingram, his security blanket. Dives for the catch underneath Jalen Jones, just outside the 40. Inside the numbers, and a pickup of 7. Again, the Bears down Tyreek Stevenson today, down Jaquan Brisker. They lost Kyler Gordon to a hamstring injury, so the depth being tested. We keep talking about it. It's great depth and the strength of the defense, and it's showing up. Here is Lawrence with pressure coming up the middle, and they close quickly. Down he goes! Back to the 31. Chris Williams, number 91, in navy blue, puts him down for a 10-yard sack. Did you see how quickly he ate the grass and got Lawrence down to the ground?
He looked like Billings last week when he got his sack. He was set free, and his pursuit was set on the quarterback. And Trevor Lawrence saw him in his rearview mirror and knew that he wasn't getting away.
Chris Williams. And I tell you, Jaguars with 3rd and 13. This is about to implode on them if they get off the field. 32-yard line. Dearness Johnson into the lineup. Snap to Lawrence. Clean pocket. Throws right to a Bear. Intercepted and a sliding pick. Up with it at the 40. And it is Blackwell with the pick. Again, you name it, you put them in, they're going to make a play in the secondary. I can't be happier for Josh Blackwell.
You kind of called that, Jeff. You said you get a turnover here, this place will implode, and that's exactly what happened on your cue.
29 interceptions since the 2023 campaign. The Bears lead the NFL now by a margin of 3 over the 49ers. I mean, that bench has got to be lit up right now. You hear Little Z in the parabolic. That's a team that stayed together all week, got to know each other a little better, and now enjoying themselves, having a big time here in London.
I think it's too, you make the team one-dimensional. In 2024, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they've been averaging 5.7 yards per carry. Today, 2.9. So then they got to throw the ball.
Caleb Williams under center. He's got a 4-touchdown day and a trio of receivers tight to the formation right. Single receiver DJ Moore. Love hearing him bark at the line of scrimmage in complete control. Snap, play fake. Cisco on the blitz, picked up by Swift. Dancing around, trying to avoid the rush. Coming to the near side. Throws to an open Komet at the 30. Komet on the run at the 25, to the 20, and out of bounds at the 10. Houdini just pulled one off. Caleb evading the rush again to a wide open Cole Komet. Put on the Oklahoma tape, put on the USC tape, and put on the Bears tape. That's what he does.
But it's a nice job of Cole, too, recognizing what the quarterback is going through, understanding, let him show him his numbers, and I'm aware. and just a great communication without ever saying a word between the two.
Pick up a 27, 5 targets, 5 catches, 70 yards for Komet. Here's the end around, a flip to DJ Moore running left. DJ to the 5, diving for the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown Bears with Komet out on the edge. A perimeter block to help out his buddy. 9 yards for the score. And the Bears are pulling away from Jacksonville in a big way. 34-10. Not even 3 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
Super deceptively run, too. That was perfection in the backfield. You really didn't know who had the ball because there's 2 ball carriers going an opposite direction, and Caleb Williams just standing still, and then you had to pick out who had it and where is he going.
He's going to be short, though, by a yard. Oh, that celebration.
Yep.
Can we do it? Can we hit the reset button, Tom, and bring that same level of excitement?
The runner was short of the line to gain the touchdown.
Let the big guys check in and let them escort the back into the backfield.
Booth Review is brought to you by Northwestern Medicine. And our timeouts here in the second half brought to you by Miller Lite. Tastes like Miller time, Bears fans. Bears fans are ready to pop.
Yeah.
They are on the edge of their seat. Talked to one fan today. Man, my excitement level is off the charts. This is just the beginning of something special. I mean, they really are believing it.
Amagaji is checked in. I don't know if I don't see Doug in there, but I do see Karan.
You got Komet and Mercedes Lewis in there as well.
Yeah.
Yep,
There's Doug. There's Doug.
Somebody asked him in the media session the other day, hey, what about a pass? Did you see William Perry?
We asked Flus that when he was talking about it, the evolution of William Perry. He was a ball carrier, he was a lead blocker, and then he caught a pass for a touchdown. So there's a process to that.
And Rockstars in 1986,
right.
when you and the gang arrived here in London.
I got to say, if I was going to have a pass caught, I might go to Amagaji because 72 and 72, both catching touchdowns.
That is a lineage connection. And historic second and goal at the 1. We're in the fourth, 12:45 remaining after the interception by Blackwell of Lawrence, who's turned the ball over 64 times in his career now, as Kramer is the lead man for Swift. Motion to the right, Komet leading the way, take turn, give to Swift, bangs into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown Bears! Swift for 6. Just a power play up the middle. DeAndre fires the ball into the stands, and there's no doubt a Bears fan to take it.
Power ain't pretty. Power is just effective, and that's exactly what they did right there, and they put that on display, and great ad-libbing between Caleb and Cole. That's why they are where they're at.
So once again, Cole Komet goes out there for the long snapper. He'll be getting the microphone in his face after the game, Tommy.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my Lord. Wonder when the last time he actually snapped.
Well, I bet you his dad, Big Frank, and his uncle
Jeff Scanina.
I bet you they never snapped in a game. We'll have to check that out.
Komet on the ball, Taylor to await. High snap, pulled down. Santos with a man coming at him strong, still punches it through. Came flying in off the edge. A 3-play, 36-yard drive in a minute 6. And points off the takeaways have now exploded to 54 on the season. Entering today the 4th best in the NFL by this Bears defense. And we will break after that Bears touchdown, brought to you by Hard Rock Casino, North Indiana. With Tom Thayer, I'm Jeff Joniak, here from London on the Bears Radio Network.
I'm Chicago personal injury lawyer Jim Morisi. Even when we're careful, other people's negligence can threaten our futures. As one of Illinois' most successful injury firms, winning the most complex personal injury and workers' compensation cases is what we do. Consultations are always free. Visit us at MorisiLongo.com. That's MoriciLongo. Morisi Longo & Associates. We're there when you need us.
Thinking beef? Think Papa Charlie's. Papa Charlie's has been making Chicagoland's best Italian beef sandwich for over 30 years. Think about your next family get-together or your next tailgate adventure. Now think about it with Papa Charlie's as the centerpiece of the event. Made from premium USDA-inspected beef and the finest spices. Then surround Papa Charlie's with the freshest trimmings and toppings. Pick up Papa Charlie's in the Midwest's #1 best-selling 4-pound tub of Italian beef at your favorite Chicagoland retailer.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Horton Group in Chicagoland if auto owners make sense for you.
When I got sick, I spent years looking for answers, but it only took one conversation with my team at Northwestern Medicine to correct my misdiagnosis. I'm Daniel. When Parkinson's changed my life, so did my Spanish-speaking care team.
The Northwestern Medicine Parkinson's Disease and Movement Disorders Center offers specialized, culturally sensitive care. Their Spanish-speaking team was the first to provide Daniel with innovative treatment in the language he preferred. Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Peggy and Yurko post-game on ESPN Chicago.
Jeff Joniak, Tom Fair, and Jason McKee in our Chicago studios. Our sideline reporter, unable to travel today, and the reason why. Of course, the head coach at Carmel High School in Mundelein. He's got a senior son. Got to watch him play, so stayed behind, watched his son. I'd never heard about the outcome, so I'll leave that one for everybody else as the kickoff sails far side. Bigsby, an over-the-shoulder to catch. Halfway deep in the end zone on the far side, top of the field, so they'll take it at the 30-yard line. Let's bring J-Mac in real quick. J-Mac, I know you're loving it from a distance, but, man, if you were here, you'd be all jazzed up, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I'm a little jealous. I'd be celebrating with the guys after every touchdown, but it's great to see. It's great to see guys that bonded all week, going out there, having a productive game. It's been long overdue. Caleb's seeing the field real well, and let's keep it going.
Oh, real well, especially the middle of the field, and just pinpoint accuracy on some throws, deep ball throws, you name it. 12:29 to go in the game, and the Trevor Lawrence-led Jaguars are right to left. Snap is back, pressure coming right away from Sweat, and down he goes! Gobbled up, finished up by DeMarcus Walker. Sweat and Walker. Sweat already a half a sack, sharing one earlier today, an 8-yard drop. Number 3 of Lawrence. And Lawrence now starting to hang on the ball, Tommy.
Well, that was immediate win rush against the right tackle. And Trevor Lawrence had no bailout spot. He was being chased before he even got to his final drop step.
2-by-2, receivers either side. Outside of the numbers, you got Gabe Davis and a handoff on the draw. Dearness Jackson across the 30, rumbles to the 35-yard line. The former Cleveland Brown, Dearness Johnson, gets a nice chunk, the most they've had in a minute here, to the 35-yard line. All Bears right now, 35-10, 11:36 to go. They've scored on their last 4 drives. 10-play, 7-play, 10-play, 3-play, and 14 points off turnovers on those drives. Crowd lit up here in London, and it's lit up navy blue and orange. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They're all inside the numbers. Snap is back. Lawrence zips off a pass. It's caught to the right side. Gabe Davis makes the catch, but nothing after contact, nothing after the catch. He's shoved out of bounds by Jalen Jones, one of those 3 reserves in the lineup defensively, picks up 6. And I looked up, too. They don't get a lot of yards after contact. Now, they've made big plays, but over the season,
he made the catch, and he was more concerned about securing the catch than he was running after the catch.
Ingram in the lineup. They form a bunch to the left side along with Kirk. And the LSU rookie, and to the left side is Dearness Johnson. Snap back, 4-man rush. Here comes pressure, throwing over the middle, and breaking on it was Elijah Hicks. He had the better crack at it. They were going deep for Kirk, and easily Montez Sweat could have drawn a holding penalty.
But during his cadence there, he made eye contact with Kirk. It was basically telling him, I'm going to go to you, so run this specific route. It was obvious communication there, desperation time.
Let's pause for station identification on the Bears Radio Network.
This is the new home of the Bears, ESPN Chicago, WMVP, WTBC HD2, Chicago.
2nd and 10, 41-yard line, Jacksonville for Trevor Lawrence. He sends Kirk into the left slot. Bears are off coverage, safeties back deep. They throw right to the screen. Caught 40, 45, middle of the field, brought down on the play by Byard up from safety on Dearness Johnson. And they nearly knocked that screen right out of the air.
Yeah, DeAndre Swift read it perfectly, reached his left arm out to knock the ball out of the air, or possible interception. and somehow Trevor Lawrence fit it
DeMarcus
in.
Walker?
No, Montez Sweat.
Oh, you said DeAndre.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't mean it. Snap back to Lawrence. Tight pocket, throws right. Ingram the catch. And he's tumbled down there, Jalen Jones. That's a wanna tackle right there by Jalen Jones. You gotta want to tackle Ingram, who's 6'4", big and athletic. TJ Edwards also arriving on the scene. 2nd and 4, the ball on the 39 after that 6-yard catch. Under 10 minutes to play in the game, and the Bears up 35-10. Bunch set left, snap, quick throw off the left side. Ingram with blockers in front. Tried to be shoved out of bounds on the play by Jalen Johnson. Got that momentum going. He did scamper for a few more, tight roping the near sideline. And you notice they are not passing anywhere. A wide receiver in Jalen Johnson territory is not happening. They're not even looking that way.
Right. You know, how much do you trust your protection? And there Jalen Johnson did a nice job of extending the width of the ball carrier, the receiver, instead of turning it upfield. And that's what really ended up limiting the success of that play.
3rd and 2, ball on the 37, 6 of 11 on 3rd down. Jacksonville. Bigsby in the lineup to the right. Tight end in the slot to the left along with Brian Thomas. Back to throw. Pressure coming. Throwing down the right side. Incomplete. Gabe Davis defended by that man. Numero uno. Jalen Johnson. No catch. Right near the pylon. Daniel Hardy, Tom, with a good rush there. He was on the field.
It was a good. Well, I mean, I thought I saw a blitzer to the inside of Daniel Hardy. So I don't know if my eyes are confusing me or his rush was so quick that it looked like a free blitzer.
When he's out there, Tom, he just plays with a youthful exuberance.
I love that guy. I wish
4th and 1.
Get more reps like this.
4th and 1. 9:07 to play. Ball on the 36 of the Bears. Lawrence at the line of scrimmage. 2 on the play clock. Wants the ball. Quickly hands it off to Ernest Johnson, makes the run up the middle, and TJ Edwards puts him down inside the 30-yard line to the 28 and a first down. And he barely got that off. You heard the clap.
Yeah.
He wanted that ball from center Mitch Morse.
Well, that's just an emergency situation now in the NFL. In the college, everybody uses that clap cadence. Here, it's just an emergency. Give me the ball. I got it. The clock's running out.
Under 9 to play in the game. First down, 29-yard line, Bears territory. 2-by-2 and a back snap to Lawrence. Going to quickly snap off a throw left. It is caught by Strange. The tight end inside the 25, outside the numbers. Put down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Coming over, TJ Edwards with help from, I believe, Hicks. The leading tackler today, Jalen Jones. In for the injured Tyreek Stevens, who went 9 tackles. Kyler Gordon had 7, 6 in the first half. Byard and Edwards, 7 apiece. 8:15 to go. Snap, draw. Dearness Johnson slips a tackle, but he had helpers now. Bears playing to the ball. Edmonds, also Booker out there. The first wave got by Chris Williams, who has a sack today.
How many total sacks do the Bears have today?
They have 3 sacks. 3 sacks. 2nd and 7. It's hurry-up time for Jacksonville. They're in trouble. Under 8 to go. Down 35-10, but driving on the Bears. This is play number 12 on this drive. Dearness Johnson, the back to the right. Back to throw. Pressure coming from Hardy. He's steered away. They throw to the end zone, up in the air. Pass is caught by Brian Thompson for the touchdown. Or did he drop it? He dropped the ball. Okay. Dropped the ball. I thought for sure that was a touchdown right on the O of Chicago on the far side of the field. He was covered, but it is 3rd down and 7.
But when he goes down inside that dark blue that surrounds Chicago, it's hard to see where the football is rolling inside that dark blue
he jumped up. What a hands catch, but it hit him in the chest. Byard back there with Blackwell. 3rd and 7. Football on the 15-yard line of the Bears. Play clock to 6. Corners off. Safety's back. Snap. Throw right side. Lawrence connects with Kirk. Dragged down by Edmonds inside the 10. Down near the 6. So the drive alive, but a touchdown pass dropped by Brian Thomas like a touchdown pass was poked out by Elijah Hicks early in the game.
They had a blitzer coming that play and kind of forced the ball out of Trevor Lawrence's hand.
Lawrence hurries, now takes the snap, going to gun it right side, incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver, threw a fastball to the outside, made a nice move on Jalen Jones at the top of the field in the navy blue in the end zone, off to our left.
If that was the correct direction of the route or it was a fastball throw to the outside shoulder, there's no way the receiver could correct his feet balance and catchability with that type of throw by Trevor Lawrence. So maybe it was just a misinformation.
Serious velocity on there,
Yeah,
Tommy.
it did.
7:11 to play in the game. Second down and 5. Second and goal at the 5. Lawrence in the gun. 2 by 2. Corners off. Safety's back in the end zone. Rushers are spread wide. Snap to Lawrence. Good push up the middle. Throws out of the back of the end zone. Tremaine Edmonds, the Predator back there with his long wingspan, covering up Gabe Davis. No room, no window as he took him all the way to the chalk at the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 5 minutes and 22 seconds on a 16-play drive brewing for Jacksonville, and the Bears are making them bleed every yard.
That was a purpose incompletion right there. There was no chance that anybody would catch it unless they were sitting in the first row of the stands.
Third and goal, 5-yard line, right to left for the white on black Jacksonville Jaguars. Here next week against New England at Wembley. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. That's the tight end, Ingram. Snap is back to Lawrence. Good push, but good protection. Throws to the end zone, broken up. A yard deep in the end zone. Broken up by the Bears secondary. Elijah Hicks in the vicinity again. And it is 4th and goal at the 5. Elijah Hicks at the center of 2 pass breakups in the end zone. This one for Christian Kirk, and he pokes it out of there.
You know what? His hands swatted so quickly in front of the ball. I don't know if it affected the vision of the receiver or he actually got a backhand onto the back edge of the football.
Listen to this crowd chanting, "Go Bears." 4th and goal at the 5 for Lawrence. Brings a man in motion. Gabe Davis settles right inside the numbers. Snap to Lawrence. Bears are blitzing. He's throwing to the goal line. Pass is caught for the touchdown. About a yard deep, and then he was backed up and knocked down, but the catch was made by Gabriel Davis.
I want to replay.
5-yard touchdown, and that ends a scoring spurt by the Bears, and the Jaguars have 16 on the board, but they're down 35-16.
I'm not buying it, Jeff. I'm telling you that right now.
Gabe Davis just settled down there, and he was hit by Byard, and so I can understand what you're saying. I can understand what you're saying, Big Town.
Yeah, I just didn't. You know, I know it's a kind of a difficult angle for us to see, but I didn't think that the ball crossed the plane of the goal.
Jacksonville going for 2. They've split out Tim Jones to the left. They've got Ingram in the left slot, right side, Kirk and Thomas. Snap to Lawrence. Going to gun it left side. Incomplete for Ingram. Well covered on the play by Elijah Hicks. Elijah Hicks growing confidence, man. And this has been something that's been brewing since the offseason. They really, really have enjoyed his progress. A 17-play, 70-yard drive in 5.5 minutes to a touchdown. They'll get 6 out of it. 35-16 Bears. 6:58 to play in the 4th quarter on the Bears Radio Network.
Bosch tools are built for workers. Bosch's powerful hammer drill has kickback control to help work go more smoothly when you need it. The 2-in-1 impact driver and wrench quickly changes between bits and sockets, so you only need 1 tool instead of 2. And the X-Lock grinder switches wheels up to 5 times faster than standard grinders. Bosch tools take care of the job and you. Bosch Tools, what hard workers deserve. Learn more at BoschTools.com.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste and only great taste.
The Miller Brewing Company would like to issue a correction. Miller Lite is brewed to be less filling. What are you doing here?
Miller Lite tastes great.
Look, I'm just reading the script. It says less filling.
That's not what my script says.
Well, mine said.
We'd like to apologize for the previous announcers. Miller Lite is in fact less filling and tastes great. Time to shine, legal guy.
Celebrate responsibly. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Beer. 96 calories and 3.2 grams carbs per 12 ounces. Fewer calories and carbs than premium regular beer.
With 3 locations to serve Chicagoland, Advantage Chevrolet gives you so much more. Visit and see the amazing inventory and savings at Advantage Chevrolet Hodgkins. And Advantage Chevrolet values your time. They'll have you in your new Chevy in less than 60 minutes, or they'll make your first car payment. That's right. Drive off in your new Chevy in less than 60 minutes, or they will make your first car payment. Visit AdvantageChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Must mention offer upon arrival before negotiation. Restrictions apply. Ask dealer for details.
The village of Bolingbrook is breaking out and elevating its game. Bolingbrook remains the most desirable Southwest suburban location to start or expand your business. Why? Over 50 corporate headquarters call Bolingbrook home, and it's a prime commuter destination right off I-55 and I-355. So come be Bolingbrook. Elevate your future and the future of your business. Visit bebolingbrook.com. It's a great time to be Bolingbrook.
Fantasy football Sundays at 7 a.m. on ESPN Chicago.
Jeff and Tom back in, I almost said Jacksonville. Back in London, Jacksonville has declared an onside kick down 35-16. So they lined it up. Little, the rookie out of Arkansas, right to left. And the Bears put their guys up front. So you can declare it so no one knows it's a surprise. And I don't know what that means in terms of, well, here's the kick, and it bounces right into the waiting arms of Khalil Herbert. And the Bears are going to get the football at the 44-yard line of Jacksonville. So preparation for it versus surprise, what's the mental aspect of that?
Well, the declaration of them having to call that they're going to do an onside kick, it kind of puts your special teams coordinator and the hands team at ease, because you could still set up for an onside kick and kick it deep in the other way. So there, it's just the best guys with the best hands that are the best athletes on the front line, and Khalil Herbert did exactly what was asked of him.
So the Bears, with under 7 minutes to go, put Caleb Williams under his center. Coleman Shelton there left to right. He'll take and toss left side. Swift, nice blocking up front, and then a shoulder hit by Ventrell Miller. Nasty player at linebacker, physical dude. Pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Time now for the Bears' advantage of the game, brought to you by Advantage Chevy Dealerships, home of the 60-minute guarantee. They'll have you driving off in your next Chevy in 60 minutes or less, or they'll make your first car payment. I got to give it to Cole Kmet. Now with 6 touchdown catches, 2 this week, 18, third all-time among Bear tight ends for touchdown catches, tying Desmond Clark. Now you might remember, Desmond was an 8-year Bear with 99 starts as Caleb takes back on 3, pass thrown, batted down at the line of scrimmage by either one of 2 players, Mason Smith or Eric Armstead. So Ditka, of course, tops the list at 34. Number 2, who is this? Oh, Greg Olson at number 20 at 20, and Kmet and Desmond Clark now at 18 each. There's your Bears' advantage of the game. And long snapping, I guess, for the first time since his rookie year.
Yeah, his rookie year, I confirmed he did throw one back his rookie year, and he's got that in his
dad
family.
and uncle also.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a family affair, long snapping. Frank Kmet. Here's the snap and a toss to the near side. Swift, blockers out in front. They knocked the ball out right into the hands of Tevin Jenkins. It was Ventrell Miller with the pop, and the ball squirted out right into the waiting arms of Tevin Jenkins, who just landed on the football and a timeout call with 6:05 to play in the game.
The first, it will be 30 seconds. Please set the game clock to 6:07.
That's a good turnover recovery by Tevin.
Yeah, helmet right on the ball.
Johnny on the spot.
6:07 to play in the game, Tommy, and a 35-16 Bears lead. So yeah, Jeff Scanita, Frank Kmet, did you long snap ever in a regular season game or a preseason game?
Yes, I did.
What happened there?
Oh, I got rolled over, because that's when you could attack the heads of the center, and I could do it, but I didn't have that recovery balance, and I got absolutely rolled.
Who rolled you?
It was the Vikings. It was the inside rushers of the Vikings. It was awful.
It's giving you. Is that why you didn't sleep last night?
No.
You're remembering it right now. It is 4th down and 3. Bears football. The 37-yard line, left to right. In motion. Roma Dunze now back the other way. Settles in the left slot. Bears go 3 by 1. Williams checking things at the line with 4 on the play clock. Caleb waits the snap, and it was all a shell game as the play clock winds down and a timeout call.
First timeout. Chicago, their first will be 30 seconds.
35-16 Bears.
What's the strategy here? Do you kick a field goal of this far away? Do you try to coffin corner a punt? Do you trust Cole snapping a punt? You know, there's just a lot of things that have to factor into this with Cole, but he's been doing a great job so far. But, you know, if you go for it and you miss it, either way, you're giving up good field position.
Bears fell behind 3-0 on a 12-play, 67-yard drive of the first quarter by Jacksonville, and then ripped off 21 consecutive points. Kmet, 2 touchdowns. Also Allen from Williams. Allen had another touchdown catch. Swift, a 1-yard run, and here we are. 4th and 3, ball on the 37. The Bears with the offense on the field. Top of the field, receiver one-on-one with Brown. Trips to the right, snap to Caleb. Gonna throw, slant, caught. Keenan Allen, a first down machine. One-on-one, top of the field. Hey, you got to go to the 6-time Pro Bowler, to the 29-yard line on the inside slant. Body position, he's a grad student at it. And a great work off the line of scrimmage. Put it where only Keenan could catch it on the numbers.
Throw and catch A+, completion, the meaning behind that fourth down completion.
Tom, the underrated route running of that veteran. Healthy and ready to work with Caleb. Now you can breathe easy. 5:30 to play in the game. They'll go back under center and back to the run game. And Roshan Johnson sidesteps Ventrell in the hole and then hit by Brown at the 26-yard line of Jacksonville. Gain of 3. Leading tackler today for Jacksonville is Miller with 9 tackles along with Lloyd.
Ventrell Miller, he's a young guy too. He's not tall, so he's always going to win the game of leverage against bigger, taller offensive linemen. 6 foot, 232, a big, thick guy, but runs well, tackles well, and he's just got a good frame.
Tore his Achilles last year. Second down at 6 at the 25. Snap to Williams, tossing left to Roshan Johnson. Gets a block from Shelton, but there were white jerseys in the vicinity, and he was brought down to the ground. Tackle made there by a couple of players of note. Odumoawe, I know I botched that one. I apologize. But also, I believe, Antonio Johnson in there. Savage got a concussion today.
Yep.
And that was on that friendly fire on that hit that knocked out Brown for a minute. He came back. Clock winding to 4 minutes to play in the game here in London. Bears are 3rd and 6 at the Jacksonville 25. Leading 35-16. Shotgun. 2x2, all inside the numbers. Keenan Allen in motion. The snap and a handoff of Roshan Johnson. Sidesteps a tackler who grabs his jersey and slings him back down to the ground. Right on the left hash of the 25-yard line.
I could see running the ball just to keep the clock going.
Yep.
But I was kind of like internally pulling for Keenan Allen to see, is this guy still going to be a third down monster here where they're going to set everything up, put him in motion, get some reads on the coverage, and then throw it to him. But they were okay with
Jaguars making a personnel change, and they're kind of stuck in the middle here and trying to figure out who's in, who's out. Caleb's got the ball. Guy trying to get off the field and does at the last minute. Caleb at 4th and 6 of them on the 25-yard line. Komet motions to a bunch set to the right. Could just be hard counting them to death. As the play clock goes to 0, and the Bears take another timeout.
Charles timeout. Chicago, just a second. It will be 30 seconds.
3:24 in the game. And if you're new to the game here in England and you're trying to sort this out, try to figure out what's going on, they're just trying to kill the game, baby. That's it. May not look exciting, but by any means necessary to get out of here, get the win, and do so without any more damage done.
But how many times on Monday do you watch all the highlights of games and you talk about bad clock management by some teams, and then it comes back to haunt them after a little while? I see Tevin Jenkins leaving the field. He's sitting on the bench right there. But I see Bill Murray still.
Amagaji is in there now, and they're going to try a field goal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was curious.
Cole Kmet practicing his long snapping down there. So this is the first field goal try with him.
And you see some of the snaps, they've been a little high. It's given Torrey Taylor a lot of good work today. I mean, for a guy that has just started holding on an NFL level, he's done a great job for Cairo. And it's difficult for Cairo because you don't have that specificness of timing that when you work with a long snapper and holder, a couple thousand reps to get to this point.
They will kick this from the left hash, angle to the right for 43. Out of the hold of Torrey Taylor, Cole Kmet on the ball for Cairo Santos. Kmet sends it back high, pulled down, kick is partially blocked. And so there's the timing, the high snap, the speed, all that factors in on the field goal try. And Jacksonville gets a hand on it here in the fourth quarter, but there's only 3:21 left in the game, and the Bears up 35-16. We're going to take a break here in the fourth quarter on the Bears Radio Network.
New cars and old friends. The Auto Barn Volkswagen of Countryside, where friendly car professionals provide the highest quality vehicles at the best prices. 3 generations of automotive experience matched with state-of-the-art facilities. They've been at the heart of the Countryside community for over 20 years. Sure, a lot's changed, but their purpose hasn't. Loyalty lasts a lifetime at Autobarn VW. It's the best of both worlds. Every possible convenience, along with exceptional service and price. The Autobarn Volkswagen of Countryside. Shop online at VWofChicagoland.com.
Hey Bears fans, Steinhoffels is a proud partner of the Chicago Bears, and this Bears season, Steinhoffels is partnering with my friends at Special Spaces Illinois to create dream bedrooms for children battling cancer. For every false start caused by the Bears defense during a home game, Steinhoffels will donate $1,000 to Special Spaces Illinois. Steinhoffels has Chicagoland's largest selection of furniture and mattresses to fit every style and budget, and is 100% employee owned. Shop in-store and online at steinhoffels.com.
$2.25 million. The Verdoliak Law Group wins again for their clients. That's right. The Verdoliak Law Group recovered $2.25 million for a client who was injured in an auto accident. If you're injured, make sure to call the Verdoliak Law Group. Playing professional football and being on the radio for many years, I've had the opportunity to endorse many products and companies, but this is special. The Verdoliak Law Group, owned by close friends, has been helping people for 60 years. They've even taken care of my neighbors and close friends. I truly believe in them. When you need a doctor, you look for the experience and the skill. The same goes when you're choosing a lawyer. The Verdoliak Law Group has recovered over $9 billion for clients and served more than 40,000 people. Whether it's personal injury, auto or truck accidents, wrongful death, or medical malpractice, call my friends at Verdoliak Law Group. The Verdoliak Law Group has done great for my friends and neighbors. They will do great for you, too. Call them today at 844-4VLG-LAW.
Hear Bears games on the ESPN Chicago app.
Bears are 25 first downs today. They've converted half of their third downs and a fourth down. 4 for 4 in the red zone. And frankly, only ran 58 plays. And they've got 35 points on the board. And DeAndre Swift with another big yard from scrimmage day, 119 on 21 touches. That's 404 yards in the last 3 games.
But Bears had 6 plays after their first 2 series, Jeff, so they had a lot of catching up to do.
New quarterback in. It's Mac Jones for Trevor Lawrence. And they give to Dearness Johnson, and he's brought down, tracked down by number 94, Booker. We're just seeing the baby steps of Austin Booker, but I'll tell you this. Every time he makes a play, he gets up super jacked. He's 21 years old, and he's got great development ahead, and I know you are excited about him, and I'm super excited about him.
What I'm excited about, he puts himself through a pregame routine that's exhausting. And so he doesn't have to take time to get ready. He's ready at the first snap he gets.
I'll have to get more details on that. As Mac Jones takes the snap, looks to throw right. It is caught. Waiting for him is Jack Sanborn. Put the poor soul and drove him into the ground. Oh, my goodness. That was the rookie, and he's a good one. Brian Thomas. The Bears have muted his damage today. You had to. He's a burner and the top rookie receiver in yards. Just 3 catches today on 6-7 targets.
It's going to be interesting to see where Trevor Lawrence goes throughout his career. He's got all the tools, the talent, the mental makeup, but where is this team going to take him?
2:17 to go in the game for Mac Jones, the former New England Patriot. Takes the snap. In trouble on the blitz, and down he goes. Amin Agbagbaniba finishes Mac Jones. How about Matt Eberflus in the blitz here in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes to go to quiet Mac Jones.
Agbagbaniba, he's a guy that I expected big things out of in the preseason, Jeff. It seemed like he was making plays all over the place. Nice to see him get a play in the regular season game.
He is a special teams stud, and therefore does not get a lot of snaps with that great linebacking crew. The 2-minute warning brought to you by Miller Lite. Tastes like Miller time, Bears fans. It is 35-16. Bears here from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium outside of London, England on the Bears Radio Network.
What would you do with $1 million? Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana wants to give you the chance to find out in our $1 million giveaway. Earn July 1st through December 27th. Then join us each Friday for your chance to win a grand finale spot for a 1 in 500 chance to be the guaranteed winner of $1 million. The $1 million giveaway. Exclusively at Hard Rock Casino Northern Indiana. Must be 21. See Players Club for complete details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Hi, this is Jeff Joniak here to tell you about Ego Outdoor Power Equipment. Did you know that all Ego 56-volt batteries are universal? I love them. My lawnmower, string trimmer, and blower all share the same powerful 56-volt Ego Arc lithium battery. With over 90 Ego tools to choose from, you can build a powerful collection. Plus, Ego delivers the power of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. That's why Ego is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Learn more at egopowerplus.com.
Chicagoland, your #1 team for luxury is Bill Jacobs Auto Group. We're leading the league with top new car volume for BMW, Land Rover, Mini, and Volkswagen. Discover an experience that matches our winning lineup. Drive home in style and comfort today. At Bill Jacobs, the cars bring you in, the experience brings you back. Year-to-date new car volume for BMW, Land Rover, Mini, and Volkswagen.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud to partner with individuals, families, and foundations, ensuring possibilities become achievements. From preserving and enhancing your assets to securing your legacy for future generations, we're focused on your success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
Peggy and Yurko postgame, ESPN Chicago.
Jeff Joniak, Tom Thayer, Jason McKee, who will have the player of the game interview on the field as he does so from our studios in downtown Chicago. But your Bears have scored 24, 36, and 35 the last 3 games. And again, the defense holding court, holding teams under 21 points. Here's the punt, fair catch call for at the 15-yard line, 14-yard line. DeAndre Carter on the far side of the field. So the Bears will just play this one out. And you know what? Hey, I'm glad they sent Agbang Bamiga and sacked him because I don't want to see that streak end. It's up to 12 games holding teams under that 21-point mark.
I just like to create the development of desire and depth on this football team. From the defensive backs we saw play today to the guys from Austin Booker and the other crew that have a chance to play. It allows those guys to enjoy a little bit of excitement for their hard work.
And I just think that they have high goals and numbers. Of course, wins matter the most, but high numbers too. Is Tyson Bajan for the second time here this season is going to finish the job in victory formation. And time now for our toast of the game, presented by Binny's Beverage Depot. Binny's, the official champagne provider of the Chicago Bears radio network. Tom, I got to tell you, if you can't find it at Binny's,
it's probably not worth drinking.
Williams becomes the 5th rookie quarterback to go 4-0 in his home starts. And yes, this is not considered a neutral site game. This is a home game for the Bears after starting week 1 of the rookie season. Joe Ferguson did it. Remember, from Buffalo back in 1973, Matt Ryan in 2008, Ryan Pohl's roommate at Boston College. Russell Wilson in 2012, Carson Wentz in 2016. You hear the noise begin to erupt here in London at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as the fans are going to celebrate big time tonight in central London. They've owned this place over the course of the week. They've partied, they've cheered, they've loved, they've learned, and they've seen Caleb Williams have himself another good day. 23 of 29, 79% completion percentage, 226 yards, 7.8 yards per pass attempt, 4 touchdown passes, 2 to Keenan Allen, 2 to Cole Kmet, with 1 interception he'd love to have back, and 124 quarterback rating. And then he also ran for yards. How about 56 on 4 carries? The Bears 153 on the ground and 5.5 a carry, and they walk to the middle of the field to shake hands. Winners for the 3rd consecutive time. They are 4-2 headed into the bye week. Coming out of the bye week, road trips to Washington and Arizona. And this one is history in London. Bears 35, Jacksonville 16. And you hear the Bears fight song in the background as Caleb Williams will greet Trevor Lawrence. And Lawrence working through some things right now, Tommy.
Yeah, I don't question mark to Doug Peterson. Is he the right guy to bring Trevor Lawrence along in his career? They rewarded him with a massive contract. They got playmakers all over the offensive side of the ball and on the defensive side of the ball. So I think Jacksonville is going to have to do some in-turn research.
They get New England here next week, so they are staying here and try to sort things out. Williams also becoming the Bears' first rookie quarterback with 3 straight 100-plus quarterback ratings since the 1970 merger. So I don't know what happened prior to that, but that's a long time coming, Tommy. There's a lot of... Listen,